Good evening, everybody. It's almost about ready to be good morning, but we are tracking some additional tornado warned storms. Let me go ahead and mute my computer.
A few tornado warnings yet.
Still cooking, Matt.
Yep, we are. We're not done yet. We want to come back live with some of these warnings ongoing. We've got two of them in Indiana. We've got another one actually in northern Ohio.
First one I want to discuss here. This is another BAM tornado warning that meteorologist Jacob Wagner got ahead of this just west of Seymour, getting about, looks like the team says 41 miles per hour. We'll go ahead and get a time tracker on that.
Definitely a clear area of rotation.
Absolutely,
there,
Matt.
just west of Seymour. Radar indicated rotation. Let me loop this, John, and try to give folks an idea of where this might be tracking. I'm sure there's a few folks near Seymour who are probably watching this one closely. John, it looks like it's going to almost split Jonesville and Seymour.
I agree. Yeah, it's moving toward due east at this point.
Very clear area of rotation showing up. Again, it looks like it's tracking just between Jonesville and Seymour with that particular cell.
So we'll see if we got any signals on it. Nothing on correlation coefficient, but definitely strong rotation, potential tornado continuing to move to the east. It will likely reach this elbow point of the I-65 lane as we get close to around 12:30 a.m. Eastern. So we'll be watching that cell. For those of you that are in North Vernon, 1247, 1249 Eastern, you're not currently under a tornado warning, but this will be the cell to definitely watch as it continues to progress to the east.
Man, I'll have to find out from Michael how he got the ticker going.
Yeah, exactly. That was very
no fancy ticker on this one. We'll have to I'll pick Michael's brain about getting that. But again, probably the most concerning is this cell just west of Seymour.
Yep.
Just given what we're looking at from a rotation standpoint. It did look like Jake earlier did issue a tornado warning west of Columbus. It looks like he expired that one. Is
Yes.
that true?
Yep.
Okay. So there was some rotation west of Columbus, but that has since died off. So I think I even saw someone message by Columbus. You're probably good to go at this point.
Yeah, Columbus, you're good. I recognize there's some sirens going off. It's only for the far southeasternmost portions of Bartholomew County. And in our opinion, as this continues to track east, it does look like the core of the rotation will stay just to the south of Jonesville, but obviously keeping a close eye on it. I think, Matt, the blue dashed line represents well the trajectory of the strongest area of rotation. Any teams or any of the BAM Mets, let me know if you see anything, any reports that are coming in as well would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, Mary, the bird nerd. So the whole county got sirens for a tiny corner in the warning, but earlier we had no sirens for the tornado on the north side of the county. Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, that's how it worked out.
Yep. I do want to highlight this cell that the area of rotation is approaching Dillsboro. I wonder, Matt, if the Louisville radar is picking up on that slightly better, just to divert our attention.
Definitely, you can see it on the Ohio radar, southwestern Ohio radar, John.
Okay.
In fact, we're within distance of CVG. Yeah. Yep, definitely some rotation with that particular cell. You can see it, John, if you switch to TCVG. Obviously, you can't on on our BAM weather app. It only has the airport radars, but I see that area of rotation, John. It does look like it is headed east southeast towards Dillsboro. Looks like it's going to thereafter approach. It's going to be close to rising sun. It may end up going just north, but it looks like it's kind of towards Dillsboro where the rotation's at. Certainly seek shelter, and eventually kind of sneaking between Aurora and rising sun further to the east. I don't know what speed we're getting with that cell, John.
41 on this as well.
Okay.
Go ahead and time that out. And it's fairly broad, so we'll give it some generous timing. Matt, it seems to me this one is still moving east, southeast.
Yeah, just a little slight southern tinge to it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and include Cincinnati in the timer just so that the southern suburbs can see this. I would say right now the blue dashed line as well on this likely indicates the track.
Yeah.
And I think based on radar trends, this would stay south of downtown Cincinnati.
Yep, looks like it's staying south of downtown Cincinnati. It probably stays, to be honest, the rotation stays into Kentucky versus that of Ohio.
Independence 1248 Eastern, Taylor Mill 1251, Alexandria 1258, and yeah, Rising Sun 1226 or 1220 as this is pushing in. For those of you just joining us, we wanted to come back on, do a live stream, discuss some of these tornado warnings that are occurring across southern Indiana and some expansion into Ohio and far northern Kentucky as well. Make sure to share this with a friend. Tornado warnings are still ongoing. We've got another tornado warning that is now north of Hamilton, Ohio, now for Oxford.
Yeah, let's talk about that one quickly, John. Then I do want to go back to that Seymour one, as it's from a pure rotation standpoint, the one of greatest concern, I would say.
Absolutely. This one has been moving a bit quicker, Matt. The team's been getting closer to 52.
Okay, that's for my test Cincinnati location. They did just, wherever my Cincinnati location is, the National Weather Service just issued a tornado warning.
I think it might be a BAM tornado warning, Matt, based on this outline. But regardless,
it was just barely along that. I think the rotation goes just south of downtown Cincinnati. So if you have if you're in the BAM app and you just put in your location for Cincinnati, you may have just gotten a tornado warning. But again, it looks like the rotation is going to go just south of the metro.
Okay. Team's telling me that that's confirmed now by Seymour. So I want to hop back to that real quick in terms of timing. If you know of anybody with this tornado warned storm that's east of Oxford, Ohio, take a screenshot of this, send this to them. Latest timings on this: Centerville 12:34 a.m. Eastern, Germantown 12:23, Franklin, Ohio 12:24.
Yeah, let's go to that Seymour cell if it's confirmed now. And Hope, if you're watching and if you have any footage of that, that would be great to see. But the rotation in this cell west of Seymour, again, fairly impressive based off what we're looking at right now. No surprise that it's now confirmed. So somebody has spotted it. With that in mind, if you're in that tornado warning, seek shelter. To me, again, it looks like the rotation is tracking between Jonesville and Seymour.
Mm-hmm.
And John, it may help folks if you loop. So what we're looking at, this is on our BAM weather app. The QR code's in the top left if you want to check that out. The reds butted up against the greens. That's showing an area of rotation. As John loops this forward, you can clearly see where that area is heading. Again, between Jonesville and Seymour. We're getting about 41 miles per hour. Is that correct, John?
Yeah, still getting about 41. I'm about to do a tracker with it as well, just to continue to continue to loop it. Matt, there was a little bit of a drop on CC as well there, correlation coefficient.
Okay, let me check that out.
Yep, updated 41. We'll actually extend this out a bit so we can update.
Yeah, I see it. Yep, yep. So when we're talking about something on correlation coefficient, it's basically seeing debris lofted up into the storm. So it's a signature that there's a tornado on the ground. So that's confirming the observed tornado tag on that particular cell.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to hit Seymour? I think it goes just north of Seymour.
I agree. Yeah. And this general line, however, for those of you that are in the path, this would be 12:30 a.m. Eastern, 12:40. And then North Vernon, you're not under that tornado warning yet, but we will be watching for this closer to 12:50, the area of the strongest rotation and, of course, confirmed tornado that is progressing to the east.
Yep. So again, looking at where the rotation is tracking, it looks like it's going to go just north of Seymour. But if you're in between Seymour and Jonesville, you need to be in shelter. You need to be in shelter. It is a confirmed tornado. So somebody has spotted it. We see signs on radar that suggest it is, in fact, indeed on the ground. So a concerning look on the velocity with this particular cell.
That is my dog. If you hear that in the background, I apologize. Not on my best mic right now, so I'm not sure if we're.
You sound fine, John. You sound
perfect.
Fine. Don't worry about it. In fact, I would even argue, John, you sound great.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. So this is the most concerning cell of the bunch of the tornado warnings we have across the Ohio Valley right now. Is this storm, again, tracking between Jonesville and Seymour. Is there any towns, John, this would be? I don't see any towns showing up.
Not that I'm aware of.
Over now. Okay.
I was going to look at I want to reference my map. That highway just north of Seymour. That it's paralleling, I believe. That's 258. But regardless, the rotation is matching that blue dashed area very well. And again, we're favoring this to go just between Jonesville and Seymour.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at the latest velocity, perhaps a little bit better, but this is still a confirmed tornado. Definitely would continue to treat it as such. There is a debris signature as well, Matt, that lines up with that confirmed tornado as well. Lines up with the velocity scans.
Looks like Jake has issued a tornado warning north of Cincy.
Okay. Well, they just put out a new tornado warning for this cell. They're extending it now into North Vernon. I do want to get back to the Cincy one, but new tornado warning has been issued. Observed. This is for southwestern Decatur County, southern Bartholomew County, northeastern Jackson, central Jennings. Damaging tornado radar confirming tornado cell moving east at 45. We were getting closer to 42, 43. So yes, now for those of you in Vernon and North Vernon, that does include you. Please go ahead and seek shelter as this confirmed tornado continues to push to the east.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good call for the folks over at the NWS to go ahead and extend that. And again, they have put the observed tornado tag on that towards North Vernon. And just to be clear, the area of rotation looks to be tracking between Jonesville and Seymour and will be very close to North Vernon. Okay, I realize some of you say the tornado warnings just went off for Columbus. This area rotation is well south of Columbus. So if you're hearing sirens in Columbus, that tornado is going well to your south.
Yeah, and I want to quickly look at a couple of these tornado warnings that we have. Looks like Dillsboro, that area we had discussed earlier, this is continuing to move east. Yeah, Matt, I
Yep.
don't disagree. I still think this goes probably just south of Cincinnati still. I definitely agree with the team, the cautionary there that might get a little bit more northeast, but I think this is more towards Burlington and Florence would be my greatest concern for this cell at present.
Yeah, I've a couple people saying the sirens are going off in Columbus. Again, there's nothing of concern right now for Columbus. Does John? I mean, that rotation by Dillsboro approaching Aurora,
Mm-hmm.
kind of along the Ohio River, does look impressive.
Yes, it
Starting to work
does.
its way south of the Cincinnati metro.
Yeah, and this is what Matt's talking about, everyone. I can see there can be a few questions regarding the colorations. We're a little bit farther from the radar, but this is still a great indication of some rotation. That does look like it's about to cross into northern Kentucky in the next 10 minutes. We'll go and get some updated timing as well.
And Jake, man, he's still on it right now. Still cranking out BAM warnings. Jake also issued a BAM warning for the north side of the Cincinnati metro for a little area of rotation on the north side. I can't really see it there, John. What radar are you on right now?
I'm on Wilmington's radar at present.
Okay. I see. I think I see what Jake's seeing more on from CVG, that area of rotation again on the north side of the Cincinnati metro area. I don't think it would hurt, John, if you're in that northern BAM warning,
Mm-hmm.
to go ahead and seek shelter there as well, because I do see some rotation there. So that would be on the far north side of the Cincinnati metro area. Yep. There you go.
You can see that they're Forest Park, Reading, Bright, Harrison. I did just want to emphasize those timings that we just added: Rising Sun 12:20, Burlington 12:32, and Florence 12:38 as well. Matt, the team's letting us know that there's some activity as well west of Cleveland. I've not looked into that just yet, but definitely some expansion of tornado risks across Ohio at this time. Let me get my national radar up. My tabs are all out of sorts. Give me 1 second.
Come on, John.
I know. Hey, it's morning, 12:17.
Yeah, happy Thursday morning.
There we go. All right, we'll get our national radar. Look this over. Okay, so for those of you just joining us, our main area of concern right now is the confirmed tornado that is south of Columbus. I will pivot back to that. We'll check on that. There is a new, or maybe this is the one that we were talking about as well, Jasonville, Indiana. Jake put a tornado warning out as well. Yeah, I hope I see that. I'm trying to get my comments to show up as well. I'm not seeing many comments. There we go. Okay. Perfect. All right. So right now, Matt, I would say the velocity scans are a bit more encouraging as this approaches I-65. Still want everybody to treat this as a confirmed tornado without a doubt.
Yeah, there's still rotation. I still see rotation. Again, it's going to be very close to North Vernon. I think especially, I would say, if you're on the north side of North Vernon, you 100% need to be watching this. But still see some rotation. Again, John, it just looks like it's going to track the north side of North Vernon, then just north of North Vernon in particular. Just based off where I'm seeing the rotations track.
Yep, I agree.
And were you saying Jake issued another one for somewhere?
Jasonville, Western Indiana. I have not looked at that one yet. Yeah, there's definitely still a debris signature. It looks like it's dispersing a little bit as it gets to 65. We'll give this a few more scans for sure. Continue to treat this as a confirmed tornado. Although, again, I'm a little bit encouraged as to what I'm seeing currently on radar.
Yeah.
Just quickly scan this Jasonville cell. Yeah, there's a little noted inflow there as well. We'll need to keep an eye on.
Okay.
Let me do
I'm
another
aboard.
round of timing. Or Matt, what were you going to say?
Oh, I see. I think I see what Jake's seen by Jasonville. A little bit less pronounced versus, I would say, even the cell there, again, passing between Jonesville and Seymour. But watch perhaps a sneaky little guy south of Shelbyville, John. I don't know if
Oh,
you
I
see
see it.
that.
Feature. Yeah.
I'm sure
Real quick,
Jake's.
real quickly, just because I'm seeing these questions come in. This pink alert that you are seeing on my screen right now, this is the confirmed tornado warning. If you are not in this pink zone, you are not under a tornado warning in this image. So Columbus, you are good. You are safe. Realize we're still likely dealing with some sirens sounding across the area. But yeah, let's go ahead and this is the feature that Matt is talking about. Just northeast of Edinburgh, southwest of Shelbyville. Yeah, Matt, there's probably some potential for some stronger gusts there, but I see what you're talking about. There's likely still some good inflow there potentially.
Yeah, we just need to keep a close tab on that one. Keeping a close tab on that one. And again, Dillsboro starting to move into northern Kentucky. Some solid rotation showing up there. Again, passing south of the Cincinnati metro.
Okay, let me take a quick look. Matt, it's still want everybody to be in shelter as this starts to approach 65, but I am beginning to be a little bit more positive about it as its last few velocity scans. So that is certainly good news compared to what we were seeing about 10 minutes ago with this cell.
It does seem like it's weakening a little bit. I would still, again, if you're out ahead of that, treat this as a tornado warning. Go into shelter, especially since someone has seen the tornado. I can't confirm as of the last 5 minutes, right, if it's still on the ground or not, but still a little bit of rotation showing up there.
Absolutely. We're going to keep a very close eye on that Seymour North Vernon cell. In fact, I'm going to continue to keep it up on the radar. I do want to look into this group of tornado warnings. Pretty messy, just south of Cincinnati. Just want to check on those. Matt, that's still pretty good rotation now, starting to get into the northern edge of Kentucky, but continuing to favor it to stay to the south of Cincinnati.
Yep. Certainly, you're just south of Cincinnati, northern Kentucky. I believe that's Independence, John, correct?
Yes.
You need to be in shelter.
Yep.
Need to be in shelter.
Yep.
I saw somebody ask about Greensburg. I think we need to watch that cell just west of Greensburg very closely, John. Some hints of rotation there, I'm sure. Jake's looking at it as we speak. Little inflow notch in it at the very least. You can see that little hook on the radar. Rotation doesn't look overly impressive, but it's worth keeping a very close eye on if you're towards Greensburg, I would say, especially towards Adams, which is another town we've mentioned earlier in the stream that Michael and I were on earlier this evening.
Yeah, definitely still getting some of that southerly part of the flow from the low-level jet, Matt, for sure. This is what's likely still keeping some of these cells ongoing.
Yep, and this is an area we've talked about, heading into the overnight, just in a favorable spot. A little bit more instability has spilled down here. These are the areas that largely missed out on the rain earlier today, and we're seeing it.
Yeah,
we're seeing it.
Yep. Daniel says we're getting closer to 45 in that cell. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, Christy, I'm not sure where you're at. Depends on where you're
Sirens,
at.
Greensburg. Oh, is that so? It's the southwestern part of this county. Is that why there's sirens in Greensburg? I didn't see that. Okay, so the reason why there are sirens in Greensburg, just to make sure there's no confusion, is because of the southwestern part of your county. It looks like being included in that tornado warning. Greensburg, you are good, but we are keeping an eye on this area of interest south of Shelbyville, east of Edinburgh.
And the storm, or the National Weather Service, did issue a strong storm statement with that cell. 50-mile-per-hour winds and 0.25-inch hail.
Got it. There we go. I didn't have my statements toggled on. Thank you, Matt.
Yep.
You see that there. So yes, there is a strong storm statement out ahead of this. St. Paul, Milford, Adams, Greensburg, New Point. Confirmed tornado.
That one we've been talking about.
Yep.
South
Burlington and Florence again.
Yep.
I want to pivot there first real quick before we do. I want to give one more scan to this. This, Matt, I'm not seeing much on velocity at this time. We're getting far from the radar. This is looking much better, but do us a favor, North Vernon, where you can see that pink area, continue to remain in shelter through this tornado warning as the cell continues to push to the east.
Yep.
But
latest scans on velocity have been to downtrend the rotation. So promising, but still some rotation there.
Absolutely. So new confirmed tornado warning, or tornado warning language changed to confirmed. You can see that in pink, that area of activity now entering into far northern Kentucky.
CC drop on northern Kentucky, I see. Somebody said.
Yep. You can see it right there as well as it just crossed the border.
Yep.
Toggle that. I'll also, because I saw a couple comments, this was helpful. We'll toggle the velocity. So this was around 12:06 a.m. That prompted some tornado issuances for Dillsboro. And now the activity is continuing to proceed southeast toward just to the north of Rising Sun, south of Lawrenceburg. I'll get some timing out on this real quick.
Okay.
48 miles per hour. Thank you, Alexis. Reading my mind.
Greensburg is going off again because the extreme southern portions of the county is in a tornado warning. Greensburg is not in a tornado warning.
Yep. And we will filter back to that radar here in just a second, wanting to discuss this latest confirmed tornado. Read out a few times. Florence, 1240, Independence, 1245, Taylor Mill, 1248, Ryland Heights, 1250. Make sure to stay in shelter. Continuing to favor that this area of strong rotation, and then, of course, confirmed tornado will stay just south of Cincinnati and Covington. But these areas in blue are of greatest concern as this continues to push to the southeast. Okay, let's take a look at some additional scans. Jonesville, Seymour cell.
Increasingly messy.
Yep. Good news. Not seeing anything. Very good news.
Yeah, rotation with that cell again has decreased as it's approached North Vernon. Maybe still some broad rotation, John. Looks like it scraped just the north side of North Vernon.
Yep, I can see that, and then you can also just tell on velocity. It is getting a bit messier on there as well. For those of you that are watching and you're about to get a nowcast, meteorologist Tyler Riggles, I'm seeing at the corner of my eyes doing a really good nowcast for this activity. The areas that we are concerned about the most for the greatest tornado risk, I'm going to roughly draw this and I'll show Tyler's image in a minute, are these zones in red for right now. These are the areas we're watching in the immediate short term associated with this activity.
Looks like, John, they dropped that tornado warning that was near Dayton.
That was, yeah, the Oxford cell. Yep. Okay.
Yep. Oxford, yep.
Let's look at velocity up here again. Matt, I'm not super impressed with what I'm seeing up here by St. Paul and Milford either, which is good. Definitely can see the stronger gust potential.
Yeah, absolutely, John. And you know, I know we discussed that cell west of Greensburg. John, it just looks kind of messy right now,
Yep.
too. So we'll continue to watch it. Again, it's not tornado warned right now. I don't know, John. Look, I mean, there may be some rotation still with that. I'm a little bit concerned, just the way it looks on velocity. Mainly concerned would be areas towards Adams. That'd be just northwest of Greensburg. But there is a little notch in the reflectivity.
I see it with the latest update. Yep.
Yep.
A little bit of a, in my opinion, Matt, I don't know if that would warrant any action or warning just yet, but I can definitely see what you're saying for sure. So yeah, if you're in Milford or Adams, be mindful of this strong thunderstorm, some weak rotation there as it's pushing to the southeast. And Matt, if it were me, I don't know what they may or may not do, but I would expect this tornado warning down for North Vernon, Jonesville, Seymour to likely be
Expired.
yes. Thank you. I was finding the word.
Come on, man.
Take a quick look down here at this cell. Matt, are you seeing anything on the terminal at this point for Cincinnati?
Let me take a look.
Right.
See what we got going on. Yeah, I would say not for Cincinnati itself, but John, I certainly on TCVG, the terminal radar, see some area rotation. Looks like it would be just west of Florence, and looks like it would be making a beeline right towards Florence.
Okay, let me take a look. I just got
And
my
you can see there's even a little inflow notch there. That looks. I'll be honest. That looks kind of nasty. I know that's a confirmed tornado in that spot. And it looks like Jake actually extended the tornado warning east of where the ongoing tornado warning is from the National Weather Service. But if you are in Florence and just to the west of Florence in northern Kentucky, you need to be in shelter right
Yes. Yep.
After Florence, it looks like areas like Fairview would be in the crosshairs of where this rotation can be tracking. So again, the just west of Florence to Fairview, you need to be in shelter now. Yep, and you can see that area rotation. That's a pretty solid area rotation that's showing up on the radar as we speak.
Absolutely. And yeah, I got my terminal radar up here as well. Greenwood, yes, go to bed. Go to bed. All right, let's.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they no longer have it as a confirmed tornado warning, but they're continuing to maintain that tornado warning, Matt, for Jonesville, North Vernon.
Okay.
If you are currently in Seymour or Jonesville, the area of concern is past you at this point. We're right now we're looking more, Matt, I would say it would be these zones in particular, maybe a little bit further to the north, just based on reflectivity.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So yeah, if you're in Jonesville, Seymour, I do recognize that tornado warning is still active, but at this point, the area of concern has passed your area.
John, that cell again northwest of Greensburg is making me just a little uneasy, if I have to be honest. Just the way it looks on
Milford
reflectivity. just making me a little uneasy.
Let me see what timing we were getting for that. I would imagine it's about the same, 43-ish. So we have an area of, I would not use the word strong rotation yet at this point. But west of Adams, north of Milford, approaching I-74. On reflectivity, have a little bit of inflow that's likely working in as a result. Let's keep an eye on this cell. Area of interest, Adams, Milford, and then this would continue on. At this point, Matt, I would say based on its trajectory, the area of interest would still go north of Greensburg. But we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. Maybe in the extreme northern portions of Greensburg itself, because it does look like it's kind of shifting east southeast just a smidge.
Real quick, I want to show. Or what do you got, Matt? I was going to show.
No. I see Jake issued a tornado warning northwest of Vincennes into eastern Illinois, east of Olney, including
okay.
Lawrenceville, Illinois.
Yeah, Matt, it's got that look just on the last few.
Yep, good call, Jake.
Yep, great call, Jake. I don't disagree with that at all whatsoever.
So we some of these storms still have some fight in them left.
This looks like it's going to go parallel to US 50. Right now, the area of rotation does appear to be, it's going to be close for Lawrenceville. Let's watch a few more scans. I just don't want to say it goes north just yet. It looks like it on the latest scan, but let's trust the bounds of the tornado warning at this time, especially through central. So that would be through midnight central time. Through midnight central.
Okay. John, we've been getting, you said 40-ish miles per hour for about all these cells, right?
Yeah, 40 mid 40s. Okay. Yeah, Daniel just said 45, 46 for St. Paul.
Okay, very good.
I do want to show real quick Tyler Riggles' Nowcast, just because I recognize there are some questions. For those of you that have the BAM Weather app, this was in the red zone, at least likely pushed to your area. If you're in this zone, you can check this out under your Nowcast tab in blue. But these are the types of custom products that we are issuing. Our meteorology team is continually working on to identify areas that have the greatest hazards, times that can have to do with timing. It can have to do with risks, what we anticipate to happen. Red shade areas representing the greatest tornado risk. And we're continuing to maintain, Matt, locations south of I-70 with still some risks of 60 and tornadoes, which, as we can see, that is continuing to be a concern that we are watching. Matt, let me know if you disagree, but just to help with some of these comments, if you're in Indianapolis, I feel like you are the tornado risk is no longer a concern for you. I feel like at this point it's going to be more to your southeast.
Yep.
Okay.
Agree.
You're hearing storms, you're hearing thunder. I've heard some thunder here in the past 5 minutes. Localized stronger gust to 40. But if you're greater Indianapolis area, the tornado threat is no longer a concern for you. I want to get back to the radar, but just I really thought Tyler Riggles did a great job on that Nowcast as well.
John, I want to go back to the Adams Greensburg cell.
Okay.
And just I'm looking at the velocity on it.
Yep.
And it looks a little bit more like there could be some. There we go.
Yep.
Jake just issued one.
Yep.
I think that's a good call based off this latest scan. I was about ready to say, if you're in Adams, go ahead and seek shelter. Greensburg, especially the north side of Greensburg, go ahead and seek shelter for those areas as well. Again, that's one we've been kind of watching, and Jake just issued a BAM tornado warning for those areas. So go ahead, if you're in that BAM tornado warning, go ahead and seek shelter. We are seeing some rotation there. Again, that is a BAM tornado warning. You get access to those. We've got the QR code in the top left-hand corner.
Okay, at this point, this is the I-74 exits for Greensburg, Matt. That's where the area of rotation is going to pass overhead. Just to give a few localized geographical marks. That's going to occur from now through about 12:46, 12:47. I am going to go ahead and time this out for folks that are further to the east. Touch on New Point, Batesville, Oldenburg.
Okay, perfect. Perfect, John. Perfect.
Let's see what we got. 45. I'll broadly time this. Feel like more due west to east from what I was getting, Matt. Let me put this in a color we can see. That's better. Greensburg, of course, it's about 5 minutes out. And again, that furthest exit, 12:43, 12:45. Oldenburg, 1:04 a.m. Eastern. Batesville, 1:04 a.m. Although this blue line that you can see, I think that's going to be the general track of the strong rotation as it's pushing from west to east. And then this back part of the blue area, that would be 1:10 a.m. Eastern, 1:10 a.m.
Somebody asked about St. Paul. No, it's area of rotation. We're talking about southeast of St. Paul towards Adams.
Getting some questions now from Kentucky. A lot of questions here rolling in from Kentucky as well. This is the storm. I want to flip back to this for a second. Yeah, right now the area of interest, and I'll pull back up my radar scan. Oh yeah, on terminal. Okay, large tornado by Florence, based on the terminal. I'm not sure if this is PDS yet, but it should be based on what I'm seeing on radar. And based on radar, tornado continuing, likely intensifying a bit right now over Florence, over just southwest of Florence. That's continuing to move east. Tornado watch has been extended locally till 3 a.m. Thank you, Daniel. Let's get some timing out for this as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Florence, again, it's on top of you now. You need to be in shelter if you aren't already, and that's heading towards Taylor Mill. Seek shelter.
Okay, based on where this is tracking, read off a few cities. Taylor Mill, 1250. Lakeside Park, 1247. That's right on you at this point. Fort Wright, 1250. Silver Grove, 1 a.m. Coldstream, 104. Alexandria, 101. Really, anybody in this red zone that I've highlighted, do me a favor, go ahead and seek shelter. Matt, I still think that the greatest area of concern continues to maintain south of Covington and Cincinnati.
Okay.
And
John, let's pivot to Jake just issued a BAM tornado warning for, looks like, Bloomington.
Yes. Okay.
So let's take a look at that. Looks like the area of rotation is by Worthington. There's even a little notch there as well.
Yep, I see that.
And that looks to be, I mean, unfortunately, headed right towards Bloomington, especially the south side of Bloomington towards Clear Creek. John, may be good to
Get
time
some
this one
timing.
out
I agree.
for some folks.
We're ready to do that. We can see that. Let me go ahead and pop back up our velocity scan. I want to use that as a timing guide. Areas of blue, and you can see the gray red. That's the area of rotation we're tracking. I'm not seeing anything different, so we're just going to hold with 45 for now.
Okay. We are looking by Bloomington.
Bloomington, Indiana. Okay. Well, not a lot of cities there and there. Bloomington, Indiana. We're looking at 1:10 a.m. Eastern. Clear Creek, 1:13 a.m. That latest velocity scan definitely showing a good inflow.
Yeah, little notch
Mhm.
showing up. We see some rotation based off the radar scans. Again, it looks like it is heading right towards Bloomington. I would say the south side towards Clear Creek. And I certainly see the rotation. So if you're out ahead of that, go ahead and seek shelter.
Oh, wow, horrible handwriting. Yeah, that blue line, that's your halfway point. That's close to your 1 a.m. Continue to move from west to east. Definitely think that's a great call for Jacob Wagner. I don't know where we're at in the count, probably 20 to 25 of these that he's just absolutely done well with and keeping people safe. So props to him and the entire team as well. I know that everyone right now has eyes. I do want to go ahead and adjust it. So we did just get a change of timing, a little bit faster, Matt, and that seems to be the theme with some of these cells coming in from west. Let me redo this one more time. We're getting closer to 50.
Okay. So it's going to be a little bit faster of the arrival time. Regardless of the arrival time, go ahead and seek shelter.
Yep.
I mean, that's...
Yeah, just by a few minutes. Bloomington 108, Clear Creek 112. I did go ahead and include Ellettsville in this one, although right now, based on the latest scan, I think it does stay just south. We'll continue to watch it as a result. But yes, please go ahead and seek shelter. The red dashed line that you see, that does include Bloomington. That is the BAM tornado warning. And when I talk about our Met team getting out ahead of some of these warnings, guys, go ahead and scan that QR code in the upper left-hand corner as well if you're wanting these custom alerts so that you can get this information quickly for your site-specific, for your location that you have in there, whether it's National Weather Service alerts or BAM alerts as well. Matt, I did want to pivot back to this Greensburg cell that we have an active tornado, a BAM tornado warning for. It does look a little bit better, Matt, on velocity. But I still see the ingredients there towards New Point, Matt, that I think a little bit of an inflow there.
Yeah. Little bit of a notch. Yep. Again, the notch would be east of Greensburg.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in Greensburg, it's east of you now, where we see some rotation. So I've seen a few questions come up from Greensburg. Be to your east now.
Team, do me a favor. Check out this this cell that's going over my condo just south of the airport. Getting kind of windy, getting some power flashes. Probably getting into the jet a little bit. Oh, Jake, you know, Jake,
I was about ready to say Jake put a strong storm statement on it. You can't beat Jake, as Michael kept calling him, Jake the Snake.
Oh my gosh. All right, real quickly, you can see this dashed area, Plainfield, Beech Grove, Southport. That's a strong storm statement. 440 to 50 mile per hour gusts. I can confirm at probably 40 where I'm at this point. That's just a streak of storms working from west to east. But for those of you that maybe didn't see any strong or severe storm statement, that is working in. Okay. Getting some questions. Greensburg. Yeah, the tornado warning for North Vernon, that has been expired. So Jonesville, Seymour, North Vernon, that storm has weakened. You are no longer in tornado warning. No concerns there as well. I meant to mention that as well. Power flickering southwest of Indy. Yep, I can confirm that. Matt, I think we'll keep a few more scans on this, but velocity is definitely looking a bit better, I would say. Regardless, some stronger gusts likely associated with the storm as it gets to the east of Greensburg and closer to Oldenburg.
Yep, where the rotation would be tracking again, heading towards near Oldenburg and just to the north. And again, we do have a BAM tornado warning on that particular cell. I see another question, John, about Bloomington. It may not hurt to go back to the Bloomington cell. And again, what John's timing out here is the timing of the rotation we see. And again, you could see right there where we have the blue greenish colors butted up against the red. That's the radar seeing the rotation, right? And so the timings. Oh, did you get rid of the timing, John?
I did, but just for reference, Bloomington's Clear Creek 110.
Okay, perfect.
110.
Yeah.
1 a.m. 110. My lines are not as straight, but yeah, Bloomington area, we're still looking at 110. Right now, I do see that it had a little bit of a southerly tug to it. I think from the latest radar scan, Clear Creek, southern Bloomington is my primary concern with this activity.
Yep.
But we'll keep a close eye on it. I would favor, based on that, it stays just south of downtown Bloomington and IU. But regardless, if you're in this tornado warning, this BAM tornado warning, continue to seek shelter as this approaches. Yeah, the velocity scans are definitely warranting that warning being issued.
And again, the cell by North Vernon is they expired the tornado warning. The rotation has fizzled out. Okay.
Real quickly, I want to look into this velocity signature. Still have a tornado warning. The velocity does look a little bit better. And by better, I mean not as concerning. Still would treat this as still some very tight rotation north of Independence. Looking at our other radar. So for those of you up next, Alexandria, Ryland Heights, and then likely just between Melbourne and New Richmond, please continue to shelter in place. We also have that BAM tornado warning extending further to the east, including Batavia and Amelia. That would be the next couple locations we need to watch as well. Likely see a tornado warning even extended further to the east of that. Matt, what do you think about this Greensburg cell? I'm not seeing a lot with it other than some stronger winds at this point.
Yeah, it looks less impressive, John. There's still that little hook north of Newport or New Point, that is. Latest scans would be more promising for not much rotation. So if we see that again, one more scan, I think we're good for now, is what I would say.
Right now, for those of you jumping on the live, we've got some BAM tornado warnings that are in place. I would say our greatest two areas of concern would be this tornado warned storm south of downtown Cincinnati and this BAM tornado warned storm that is approaching Bloomington. Some definite rotation. And regardless of what, and there is a severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued for Monroe. That does include Bloomington and Clear Creek. There are going to be some gusts with this for sure. I would say 60 miles per hour, no question, getting into Bloomington. Let's see what that was warned for. Yeah, 60 miles per hour. They do have the tornado possible tag on that.
On that severe warning?
Yes, for Monroe County.
Okay.
Lawrenceville, Vincennes, so southwestern Indiana as well, gusts of 60 miles per hour. This storm approaching Vincennes in Washington, Indiana. It's been a cell we've been watching. Some of you in southern Indiana, this is your first storm that's starting to work in.
I see someone keep asking about Greenfield. You're fine.
Greenfield. Yeah, Greenfield, we're good.
Yeah, let's keep a close eye, John, on this one by Bloomington.
Got it. Yep.
Looks like Jake put a severe warning east of Greensburg. Severe warning, not a tornado warning.
And tornado warning's been expired northeast of Greensburg. So only dealing with severe thunderstorm warning. Quickly zoom in. Brookville, Cedar Grove, Oldenburg, Mount Carmel, Blooming Grove. It's going to be for 60 mile per hour gusts. Let's take another look at the velocity map.
Yeah, still a little bit of rotation.
Guys, if we're talking about your city, that means that there is an active warning or area of concern. If we're not, you are good. I'm seeing a lot of comments about just about every single city in Indiana, Matt. Let's focus in on this cell just west of Bloomington. BAM tornado warning continues to remain in effect. Still seeing some rotation. Would continue to shelter in place if you're in Bloomington, Clear Creek. Not just a tornado risk for this particular cell, but also 60 mile per hour wind gusts as well.
Mm-hmm. John, you know, I'll be honest, the severe warnings with the tornado possible tags drive me nuts.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, just, you know, is it a tornado warning or not?
Right. Yep. I agree. Real quickly, let's do some drawing. If you're southeast of this red line, we're continuing to watch potential, especially for 60 plus gusts and a few tornadoes. If you are southeast of this red line, that is the main concern at this time. If you are north of the red line, and I'm going to pull up my radar one more time just to look at these storms in southern Indianapolis, we're only looking at strong storm risks, perhaps a locally 50 plus mile per hour gust, but I'm not as concerned about tornadoes for the greater Indianapolis area. In fact, I think the ship has sailed there. South and southeast of the red line are where we're watching these cells. And you might be hearing the heavy rain.
Oh, I hear it, John.
Yeah.
You got a heck of a storm on you.
Nope. What time frame can red line go to sleep? If you're southeast of this red line, I would say the greater potential is likely going to continue to last through about what Matt, 2:30 a.m. Give it another hour and a half. Exception would be southern Ohio, northern Kentucky might be able to extend a bit more.
Yeah, I don't know what the timing of the back edge of some of this stuff is precisely. Probably depends on where you're at, really.
Well,
rotations looks a little bit more broad west of Bloomington, John.
Yes, I agree. In fact, it looks more like a damaging wind risk, but still would continue to treat that tornado warning. It's real. There's rotation. Definitely want everybody to continue to shelter.
I did see someone ask about Taylor Mill.
Yes. Yep. Let's go take a look at that storm. New tornado warning just issued. That's going to include Amelia Bethel. Meteorologist Jacob Wagner's been on it, and he has also extended his tornado warning, or one of the team members have, towards Sardinia, Mount Orab. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Based on velocity,
looks like the rotation is east of Taylor Mill at this point.
Yep.
So whoever asked about Taylor Mill should be good to go.
I agree for sure. Right now, this is not a confirmed tornado, but there are, I think the greatest area of concern or rotation would be just northeast of Alexandria. Looks like Jake just put a miniature tornado warning north of Coldstream, just south of Newtown as well. We'll keep an eye on that area. So definitely active across the greater Cincinnati area, and then starting to get into southwestern Ohio. Those are two areas we're keeping track of. Matt, one thing I will say as well before I want to get back to the Bloomington cell, just some of the screenshots coming in. This stream of heavy rain and storms from Plainfield all the way to just south of Greenfield, would not surprise me to see some flash flooding products here if that continues to fill in from the west. And we've kind of already started to see the flash flood warnings pop up across south central Indiana as well.
Is that what Daniel's looking into right now?
I think so. Yep.
He keeps sending screenshots of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Quick check, radar check for west of Bloomington. Starting to get close, as many of these storms do. I've lived in Bloomington. Monroe County Airport. It's where the rotation is getting close to.
Yeah, and still see rotation in that. So again, if you're kind of on the south side of Bloomington, I don't think it would hurt to seek shelter. John, it may not hurt to just kind of track out where we think that rotation can go, just give people maybe a sense.
Absolutely. I'm going to include downtown Bloomington as well in this, although I still think it might be able to turn a bit more to the south side of Bloomington.
I mean, gosh, John, the latest velocity, it maybe is even picked up a little bit.
Let's go 48. And I extended this intentionally into Brown County just so we can keep an eye on this. Bloomington, we're still looking at about 10 minutes. So it is time. Go ahead and get to your safe place. I am going to include in this, and you're still in the tornado warning, IU and downtown Bloomington. So don't get me wrong. We're just tracking the very specific area of the strongest rotation that we're noting. But yeah, downtown Bloomington, IU, south side, Clear Creek, further to the east. Go ahead and seek shelter if you are in the path of the storm. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and strong rotation, potentially intensifying a bit. Brown County, you are not currently under a tornado warning, but I did time this out. You can see that line, 1:32 a.m., the cell, and then Jonesville, Seymour, we're back to 1:52 a.m. So again, no active warning, but this is the cell that we're gonna keep a very close eye on as it pushes to the northeast.
Yikes. Hope just something looks like a Facebook post.
Yeah.
Major damage near Monroe, Morgan County line, specifically hearing of homes that are possibly gone along Buskirk Road from that tornado warned storm from earlier in the night.
Jake just issued tornado warning for Washington, Indiana, and Bruceville. Yep, that's looking good on reflectivity. And it is looking, yeah, it's got that hook look to it near Bruceville. Good call on this. Strong rotation, gust of 60, continue to move northwest to southeast. Let me see if we have timing on it. They probably already said, and I missed it. I haven't been good at looking at that. These ones, Matt, are a bit quicker, closer to 50 from what I was timing. Do this in 30-minute increments. Thank you for the reports. Yeah, let us know in Bloomington. 45 miles per hour. Thank you, Alexis.
Yeah, if you're in Bloomington, you need to be in shelter.
Yep. We're going to take a look at that radar image up in Bloomington here shortly, but to give some folks latest on timing, Wheatland, 1:20 a.m. Eastern, Washington, 1:28 a.m. Eastern. If you're in Central, subtract an hour. Washington, Indiana specifically, and Bruceville, which is the area of where the strongest rotation is. You are currently under this BAM tornado warning. Go ahead and seek shelter. Montgomery, 1:33. You're not quite in the BAM tornado warning, but I think it would be a very good idea to go ahead and seek shelter given where the cell is heading and how it looks on radar. Check on the cell again. Bloomington, this is starting to work into your area. We're going to delete the track for now. Take a look at velocity. Matt, I don't like the look of that still. That's still concerning. Area of rotation now just north of Monroe County Airport, the strongest. That is going to continue to work east.
Yeah.
Right along 3rd Street.
Yeah, John, it looks like it's just shifted just north enough where downtown Bloomington is going to be at threat for this.
Yep.
So you can see where the reds are butted up against the green. That's the area of rotation we're tracking. So if it were me, I would be in shelter in Bloomington.
So that'll be over the 3rd Street 69 exit right now. I was about to say. Just on the latest rotation, likely still getting some strong gusts with that. I saw a couple questions pop up from Clear Creek. Yeah, rotation's just to your north, but definitely some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as well.
Tornado warning, Brookville.
Let me see. Okay, new tornado warning issued, NWS. That is east of Greensburg. That is for this cell, Matt, that we have been tracking. So new tornado warning for Cedar Grove, Batesville, Oldenburg, Brookville. Getting 55 miles per hour, 50 to 55 on this cell. We'll get a timer on this. Northeastern Ripley, Franklin County, northeastern Dearborn, and then into Ohio, southwestern Butler counties. See what we can look at on velocity. Yeah, Matt, that's
concerning.
Yep. So if you're in Batesville and Oldenburg, the strongest area of rotation is just to your east. We'll go ahead and time this out. We'll go 52.
John, what radar are you on? You're on the Ohio radar. Okay.
I just switched to the Ohio. I can switch to the Indianapolis radar.
No, it may show up just a little bit better on the
Wilmington
Ohio radar.
Close out of that. All right, Cedar Grove, 1:17 a.m. Eastern, Mount Carmel, 1:20, Riley, 1:31, Millville, 1:35, Ross, 1:35, New Haven, 1:30, Hamilton, Ohio, 1:43 a.m. Eastern. Same with Fairfield, 1:43 a.m. Eastern. Strong rotation noted on radar, no disagreements with the tornado warning that will begin to cross the state border just after 1:25 a.m. The blue dashed line that you see in our tracker, that would be the general trajectory of where the strongest rotation is currently working over from the west to the east.
It looks like Jake's got a few BAM tornado warnings east of Cincy.
Yeah, I see that, Matt. Let me quickly double back and check on Bloomington, as I saw a couple questions come up, and I definitely want to spend some time into Ohio. Still some rotation, Matt. To me, this is looking a little bit more damaging wind as it rolls in on velocity, but
still some rotation.
Yes,
I would still be in
absolutely.
shelter.
Yep, still stay in shelter
I mean, gosh, it's probably over
That's
Bloomington as we
right
speak.
now. Yep. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on in Ohio. Yeah, we got quite a few BAM tornado warnings. Big cell that we've been watching now east of New Richmond, approaching Bethel and Williamsburg. This continues, Matt, to be my primary concern into the state. I have not.
Yeah, and that's the one that's produced a confirmed tornado.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. And it had some very strong signatures on it. Still strong rotation on it at this point. I'm not seeing a confirmed tornado, but this, if you're in Amelia, Bethel, Williamsburg, and locations further to the east where we have that BAM tornado warning, Mount Orab and Sardinia, you need to go ahead and seek shelter now. This is the storm that can very quickly produce a tornado. Guys, remember when I'm going through each of these storms, if I say that there's not a confirmed tornado on it, that doesn't mean that you can ignore this if you're under a tornado warning. We're just analyzing each of these storms as we look over the radar. So, and yeah, that one likely south of Amelia might be trying to tighten up again. Cell by Batavia, some rotation as well. That tornado warning remains in effect, starting to cross over SR 32 here in the next few minutes. The tornado warning cell by Newtonsville is looking a little bit better based on the latest radar scan, which is good.
Greenfield, you're done.
Let's go ahead and circle back into central Indiana. Still a little bit of rotation there. It looks like now a little bit closer to Clear Creek.
It's a John, to me, it looks like a separate area of rotation.
Yep, I agree.
Than the first one we talked about. So it looks like a secondary area of rotation developing kind of in between Bloomington and Clear Creek and drifting maybe a little bit east-southeast towards Clear Creek. If I were in Clear Creek right now, I would go ahead and seek shelter.
Yes, and that BAM tornado
based off
warning.
what I see on these latest scans.
Yep. BAM tornado warning continues to remain in effect. Yeah, that's approaching the intersection of where SR 37 and 69 split off.
New to Indy, I know Greenfield there's no warning in Greenfield. I'm not sure.
Yeah, a lot of Greenfield questions coming in. Yeah, it's storming in Greenfield. Probably loud. We got Daniel did mention we did go ahead and issue that flash flood warning south side of Indianapolis, northern parts of Johnson and Shelby.
Okay, counties. Probably a good call.
Yep. Check on our cell down by Washington, Bruceville, Indiana. Let me go ahead and mute these notifications. Yep, still some rotation. We're noting just southeast of Bicknell, northwest of Washington. Yeah, I would say at this point, yeah, Washington and Wheatland, you are no longer under that tornado warning. This has now started moving more. And this is Evansville's radar. Yep. West to east.
Yeah, you can see the little inflow notch.
Mm-hmm. And I can see why that's an expansive severe thunderstorm warning as well. Definitely likely some decent gusts. Yep.
Looks messy. The velocity, John,
Yes.
on that one.
Yep. I was going to go back through and look at this one starting to get over Cedar Grove. Turn off some of the timers. Still some rotation on that, Matt. Getting just west of Cedar Grove.
That's the yeah. Okay. The Eastern Indiana one.
Yeah, and I can pull up the Indianapolis scan as well.
I think the rotation is a little bit more notable or easily identifiable using the Wilmington.
I agree.
Yeah.
Area of concern right now, working over Cedar Grove. Make sure you are in shelter. It's going to be about another 10 minutes before this storm crosses, or the area of rotation, excuse me, crosses over the state border. All right, a lot of comments. Let me take a look. Greenwood is safe for the rest of the night.
Jake says the Bloomington rotation's tightening.
Okay.
I think he means especially.
Yeah, Clear Creek.
Clear Creek, yeah. Yep, if you're in Clear Creek, you need to be in shelter.
Okay, BAM tornado warning has been extended now into parts of Brown County. I will go ahead and do a tracker shortly. But this is the new updated BAM tornado warning. Speed 48, 49 across the board. Alexis 4 minutes ago, 49. We will use 49 miles per hour.
John, did you say Washington was in the clear?
Yes, of that tornado warning. Yes, I believe we shifted that further to the north. They're not in the clear from severe weather risks, but the tornado warning has been shifted further to their north.
John, you may be able to answer this question. Someone said Bloomington 3rd Street, question mark? I don't know where 3rd Street.
Yep, so 3rd Street was the original track of the rotation I was talking about 5 or 10 minutes ago. It was going parallel of 3rd Street. That's a pretty common geographical landmark down there, Matt. So I just wanted to use that.
Is that where all the bars are at?
Kirkwood, but it's
okay.
You're close. It's one of the bigger exits too, off of I-69 as well.
Caleb, it's a great question. Not sure.
30 minutes. Yeah, Matt, I think we're gonna stick with this for now on the track. Got one city. Okay. All right. Well, I'll narrate this. Back edge of this red area, and guys, I know that people live here. We're just talking about it from a tracking standpoint. This particular line is your 1:50 a.m. mark. 1:50 a.m. So this would be a very similar position as that cell that impacted Jonesville earlier, as we get closer to 1:50 a.m. So storm's moving decently quick. Closer to 1:30, south of Nashville, starting to get into the southwestern portions of Brown County as that's pushing in. What else are we seeing, Matt?
Well, we got the storm east. Let's pivot back to that one. I saw someone asking about Batesville.
So the tornado warning, I believe, Matt, they originally issued it for Batesville and Oldenburg, just as that's where the rotation was just passing over to the east. Batesville, Oldenburg, you are no longer under a tornado warning. That has been extended or shrunk, for lack of a better word, now only including Cedar Grove and Brookville, which we're still dealing with rotation approaching the state border. But if you're in Batesville and Oldenburg, I think that was likely the last tornado concern that I have for these storms. Check back in 5 minutes. Let me look over the radar again. Let's focus on this activity that's pushing into western Ohio first.
Yeah.
Still getting across the board. Go and do some updated timing. Oh. Okay, strongest area of rotation we're tracking, not necessarily the storm. Millville, 1:36 a.m., Hamilton, 1:42, Forest Park, 1:45, Glendale, 1:50, New Miami, 1:45 a.m. Locations to the south of the blue dash line likely in the better potential to see the stronger rotation. Even so, if you're in Riley, you are under that tornado warning. Continue to seek shelter as the storm continues to push from west to the east.
Megan saying we got slammed down here in Freetown. There's a lot of damage.
Sorry to hear that. That's not good. Look at some of these comments. Still seeing, new tornado warning. There's more heavy rain in my window, Matt. New tornado warning, very expansive. Hammersville, Mount Orab, Sardinia. Seen a couple areas here by Bethel and Williamsburg.
John, where's this at?
This is Ohio. Just quickly moving to southern Ohio.
Okay.
With the new tornado warning. This has been the main rotating area. Gosh, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's messy.
That's kind of nasty, John.
Yeah.
Anything showing up on CCs?
Let's take a look. No.
Regardless, if you're in that tornado warning, seek shelter. Very evident area of rotation showing up. Yeah, to be honest, I think in Bloomington, based off how I see things out to the west, I think you're done at least with a tornadic threat. You may hear some thunder.
Yep.
Over the next couple hours, but based off what I see to the west, you're good.
Yeah, I'm hoping things can start to wind down for everyone over the next half hour on some of these hot spots that we've been watching by Washington, Bloomington, and Batesville. Still some rotation active southeast of Bloomington and Clear Creek. This would be the zone to watch. Kind of winds popping up on the southern edge.
Yeah.
Can we get, okay, so this is interesting. I like what we're calling this. Can we get the safe to sleep line? Yes.
Where are they at? Oh, like drawing radar.
Just in general. Yep. Matt, I'm going to draw this. Please let me know if you have any disagreements. Yeah, there's severe thunderstorm warning as well. Just got issued. We'll check that out just south of Greenfield. And you know, Matt, given some of the winds that we saw out of that front edge of the cell, I'm not surprised. Here's what I'll do. I'll draw this out. All right, everybody. I'm about to draw out the areas where we are continuing to watch for some low-end tornado risks. If you are south of this red line, in Bloomington, you're potentially about to be removed from this. But if you are south of this red line currently, based on what is ongoing on the radar, there are still some low-end tornado risks that we need to continue to monitor as activity pushes in from the northwest to the southeast. If you are southeast of this red line, this also would include the better, stronger severe thunderstorm risks of 50 to 60 miles per hour. If you are north of this red line, I am not seeing any additional tornado concerns north of the red line. There can still be some heavy rain, still some thunderstorms, and obviously still a few storms capable of some locally stronger gusts of 40 plus. I have no disagreement with the warning that was just put out by Jake. It looks to be northern Shelby, northwestern Rush, and southern Hancock. But if you are southeast of the red line, and there's a new tornado warning for Hamilton I want to get into as well, still dealing with some tornado risks, greater potential for strong to severe. If you're north of the red line, I'm not concerned about tornadoes at this point forward. Matt, any disagreements? Anything?
Are we confident the storms closer to Indy don't produce anything?
I think so at this point, Matt, just given where the low level jet is. I think we can still get some stronger gusts out of them potentially.
Okay. Okay, John. I honestly think you can Bloomington's
Yep.
out of it.
Yep. You're in Bloomington.
Yeah, we know Franklin is under a tornado until 3 a.m.
Yeah, they
Problem
did.
is they do these watches in areas not for down to your backyard, unfortunately.
Let me try to get rid of some of the. Yeah, the tornado watch is still in effect. I would expect over the next hour to start to see them peel back on some of those counties. So, but yeah, they, as Matt said, they have a tendency to do this. Let's look. I'm going to clear this. Look at this cell. New tornado warning: Millville, Fairfield, Hamilton, New Miami, Forest Park, Green Hills, and Riley. That's extended from the storm that is moving east of Cedar Grove. Great question. Green dash line that you saw, that is the BAM flash flood warning. So anytime you see a dashed line product, that means it's a custom BAM warning for your location. Let's switch over to velocity. Yeah, Matt, that's still looking.
Yeah. You need to be in shelter if you're out ahead of that.
Yes.
No doubt about it. Yep. So you can see where John circling the green next to the blue. Some indications of rotation. So you're out ahead of that in that tornado warning. You need to be in shelter. If you're to the west of that, the area of rotation is to your east.
Bit broad on velocity for Wilmington, so we'll make this a expansive time tracker. Locations along the blue dashed line are where I'm tracking the strongest area of rotation. Read off a few times. If you know people in this storm in the path of it, share this, send this to them, take a screenshot. Hamilton, 1:45 a.m. Eastern, Fairfield, 1:43, Forest Park, 1:49, Millville, 1:37, and then Mason, Ohio, right on the very edge. That's east of I-75. That's closer to 2 a.m. Closer to 1:50 a.m. for the I-75 corridor. 1:50 a.m. for the I-70 corridor. Matt, I haven't
So-
checked on that cell by Florence, but I feel like this particular cell is the strongest one we have in terms of rotation.
That's been the one, John,
Yep.
down there. And I was looking at some meso analysis. That seems to be where the spin, the little shear is the highest down there. My apologies for yawning.
It's been a long night, but
Been a long day.
Yeah, hopefully we're wrapping up. Yep, I can see where the level jet is. Okay. Just curious myself. I had not looked at it. Right. At this time, there are no active. Let me make sure. Jake didn't issue anything. Okay, yep, we do. I don't know why I don't have the BAM alerts.
Come on, man.
I know. Got excited on the screen. I can't even see them. That's why. Okay. 2 active BAM tornado warnings in effect. One is southeast of Bloomington, one just to the north of Washington as that cell starts to work across the I-69 corridor. Hotspots, if you will, that we're watching closely. I'll try to proactively draw a circle out ahead of each one of these.
Jeremy, very welcome. Cody, you're probably right. You're probably right. Spencer, yep. You're in the clear.
Beth, I don't know how many tornado warnings have been issued today, but I can tell you that later, this meaning when we all wake up tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, we will probably post the final count on social media of number of tornado warnings or where they are.
Sure, yeah.
For sure. Yeah, new severe thunderstorm warning. And real quick, these red areas, these are my short-term concern zones that I'm watching over the next 30 minutes. New severe thunderstorm warning that will accompany or complement rather our BAM tornado warning, which thankfully the rotation is starting to get a little bit weaker on the cell. Still there, still present if you're in the BAM tornado warning in southern Brown, southwestern. Blanking on counties. Bartholomew, Columbus, Bartholomew, right, Matt?
I don't know. If I have to be honest. Let's find out.
Yep, southwestern Bartholomew. All right. Just wanted to make sure.
You're supposed to know these things, John.
I know. I used to have the counties map sitting right above my computer, had it memorized. Severe thunderstorm warning has been extended east, southern Bartholomew County, Columbus, Indiana, Elizabethtown, Jonesville. That's going to go out for another 42 minutes. That'll put us at, gosh, 2:15 or 2:10. 2:15 a.m. Eastern, 2:15 a.m. Eastern, gust of 60, small hail. We will see if we need to extend that BAM tornado warning further to the east. In my opinion, I do not see a reason to continue to extend that, but we'll watch. Obviously, this storm has a history. It's messy, but it does have a history of rotating, likely producing some strong to severe gusts as well. Yes, at this point, if you're in Bloomington or Martinsville, you are clear. I am kind of watching this cell, Matt, along the border, but I think I'm not super concerned about that doing anything. I think that's still going to work to the east.
I've been keeping an eye on it too, John.
Yeah.
It has that look, but
it's just hanging out.
No lightning for whatever that's worth. But it's the shape of it, right? You know, suggesting it's
sheared. We got shear out there. Matt, is this the back end at this point? Maybe a couple other pop-ups. Yeah.
For those folks, yeah.
Yep. Good. Very good. Yes, thank you everybody for the Bartholomew County. Yep. Seymour, let's watch this sell for a few more minutes. It is looking much better than what it was when I was looking 20 minutes ago.
In terms of tornadoes for Bloomington, I think you're good.
Yes. Yep.
You can kind of
Bloomington,
see
Martinsville. Yep.
the west-east nature of the storms, and most of that will clip south, in my opinion, but you may get scraped by some storms. But the tornadic threat should be south. I just think you're good to go.
Yep. I saw some of these questions pop up earlier. You have pictures to send us, want to show us some clouds that you saw, potential tornado damage. Wake up tomorrow morning. Hopefully, I'm hoping we don't have a lot, but if there's something you want to share with us, send it to media@bamwx.com. Media@bamwx.com. We're filtering all of our images and shared what we have there. Would of course appreciate anything that you have. I want to take a quick look at this Washington cell tornado. BAM tornado warning allowed to expire. This continues to have severe characteristics on it. Just looking at it, I'm going to go ahead and put a quick timer on this just to give. I've gotten some questions. French Lick,
John,
Salem.
you do that. Okay.
I will, man. I'm on it.
Yeah. What a guy. What a guy.
There's still a little bit of rotation slightly north of Washington, but I think at this point, I don't disagree with the severe thunderstorm warning.
Landon, appreciate you, man. Thanks for joining us. It's almost 1:40, and you guys are still watching.
Yeah.
Appreciate you all. Somebody asked about Columbus. There's some of that messy rotation, John. I know we've talked about a few times. It looks like it's going south of Columbus.
Yep.
My gut says for tornadic potential, rest of the night, you're in the same camp as Bloomington. Think you're good. Yep. You may get scraped by a few thunderstorms.
I've got the leading edge of the severe thunderstorm warning. It's the eastern extent of it. Consider this the timing as to when we can start to see more of the prominent thunderstorm threat work into your area. We'll need to see if this can tilt a bit more to the southeast. Right now, I've got French Lick at 2 a.m. Eastern, Salem 2:23, Austin 2:37. Right now, just a severe thunderstorm warning. You guys have been very patient with questions, so I just wanted to go ahead and provide you our latest timing. Let's go ahead and look around at the radar.
Yeah, let's take a look, see if we can find the next area of interest. John, I'll say, outside of severe storms and any tornadic potential, just the way those storms from Effingham and gosh, Effingham, what a wild weather day in Effingham.
Yes.
But you're towards Bedford, near Vienna, Austin, Indiana, just the way the rain's moving from west to east in those spots, some flooding issues upcoming in those areas.
Mm-hmm.
Looks to be some pretty heavy rain coming at the very least.
Absolutely. Matt, still a little bit of a note on reflectivity.
I see someone asking about Lagodi. Interesting little guy.
Greenwood
John,
is
there
where?
may be some rotation there northwest of Lagodi. Some weak. I'm looking
Yeah,
at the
Matt,
Evansville radar.
and that's where the low level you're just really going to keep getting those winds coming up.
Looks like it's going to pass area of rotation itself, albeit messy, north of Lagodi. Logoti.
This is an interesting cell to watch starting to cross the border.
Where are we at, John?
Just north of Vincennes, Indiana. Little.
Oh, okay, yeah.
BAM tornado warning issued.
Where?
Shoals, Logotee. That cell we were talking about, and that
we were just talking about. Okay.
Yep. Storm's had a history of rotation.
Yeah, you can kind of see it. Getting the focal point of that's going to pass just north of Lagodi.
Jake, let me know. We've got a South Cincinnati cell.
Oh, a severe thunderstorm warning.
Okay. Oh, does he mean east of Cincinnati?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Someone says north of Lagodi is West Boggs Lake Campground. Okay.
Oh.
Well, for that campground, if you're there, I don't know if you're there, Stephen, or if you're just noting what is north of there. Would recommend those folks seek shelter.
Real quickly, the cell in Ohio, southern Ohio, continues to move east. Sardinia, approaching Winchester, Seaman. Got a couple of BAM products out there. 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts associated with this activity, but the main area of concern is that rotation as well, continuing to push from west to east. And you can still see it on radar. So if you're in the path of that storm, Winchester, Seaman, Sardinia, Morristown, and then eventually Sinking Spring and Pebbles. No. We'll need to keep an eye on that cell as well.
Safe to go to bed in Bedford? I wouldn't. Not yet.
Yeah, Bedford. Let's wait, Matt. I feel like
you know what I would do? I would go to bed, but I would make sure I have the BAM weather app.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
would alert me.
Give me a few seconds here, Matt. Let me go through some of these messages I've got.
No, you're good. Yeah, just with some of those storms in the environment, some of those storms in southwestern Indiana, they can still pick up some rotation. So not completely out of the woods. If you're in Bedford, Mitchell, Paoli, Odin, Vincennes, Salem, Austin, Madison, points south. With time, that area of storms will eventually sag south. You're just not out of the woods yet.
Yep. Not as concerned about that cell getting into Bartholomew and southern Brown County. We have expired the BAM tornado warning. I definitely think that still warrants the severe thunderstorm warning that's on it. We'll continue to watch for any rotation along the southern edge. It's pretty weak, which is good news for now, but let's keep treating these severe thunderstorm warnings in these areas with caution. Jonesville, Elizabethtown, Yes, let's keep an eye on this for sure.
Jake just issued. Oh, he extended the tornado warning by
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yep, and that was the next one I was gonna get to. I saw that we had that. Still some decent. Let me turn off the tracks. Look at this a bit better. Area of interest looks like it's going to pass just south of downtown Hamilton, very close to Fairfield. Approaching Butler County Regional Airport. I haven't received, I don't think Hope's still on. I have not received any, Emily and Cody confirmed for me extreme wind. Is that Columbus, Indiana? I'm going to assume it's Columbus, Indiana. And you are under severe thunderstorm warning for 60 miles per hour.
Correct.
Yep. So I no disagreement there. I'm watching the rotation near there, Bridget, but I'm more concerned about damaging winds at this point. For those of you in Mason, Landon, Mainville, South Lebanon, BAM tornado warning. Go ahead and seek shelter. That does include the 129-75 interchange and the northernmost part of that I-275 corridor. It's messy, but you can tell the cell that's responsible for this. This is the one that crossed over the Indiana-Ohio border, north of Ross, now over Fairfield. So even with how messy these cells are, and this is an important thing to note, this does not mean that there can't be rotation and that there can't be tornadoes. Might make them a bit more difficult on radar to see at times, but it's definitely agree with our call on this particular cell.
Somebody safe to go to bed in Scottsburg. I think you're Scottsburg, somewhere southeastern Indiana. Still under the gun, so to speak. Not out of it yet. Safe to go to sleep in Bloomington. Safe to go to sleep in Bloomfield. Bloomington, in my opinion, yeah.
Yep.
Bloomfield. Where's Bloomfield? Where's that at, John? That's somewhere around yonder. Southwest.
They start to blend together a bit after.
That's pretty close, Bloomfield. Kind of on the northern edge of where there maybe can be something sneaky. My gut says, in terms of tornado threat, it's probably south of you.
Yep.
But it's close. I would have if you were to go to sleep, just make sure you have a way to get alerts.
Guys, we're going to continue to stay live for just a little bit longer as we track a couple of these strong to severe storms. Active BAM tornado warning.
Oh.
Where's that at, Matt?
Cincinnati.
So
Jake just issued a BAM tornado warning, Cincy. Scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, let me pull up the terminal velocity.
That's what a BAM warning sounds like.
Yeah. Yep.
You have the app. My heart rate just quadrupled, I think. Whew. That'll wake you up. Who needs caffeine when you got that noise?
Okay, I'm looking at terminal. Jake says, Jake, do me a favor and circle where you're talking about. I assume Bridgetown North and Max South is where
That's
you're.
what I was going to assume too.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, just north of Covedale. Okay. Thank you, guys. Let me go ahead and if I can get any of those cities to show up. Well, regardless, here's the area of interest that we're tracking that prompted this. This particular zone beginning to push east. I-74-27, yeah, St. Bernard, Norwood, Silverton, Fairfax. Yes, Jake confirmed Coverdale. Thank you, sir. Silverton, Deer Park, Amberley Village, Kenwood. Obviously, downtown Cincinnati, most of it, if not all of it, under this tornado warning. It does look like the area of interest and rotation is going to go north of downtown Cincinnati. We're keeping a close eye on it. Regardless, go ahead and seek shelter if you're in the path of this storm. Latest scan a bit more encouraging, but still seeing rotation.
Jessica, any reason to be concerned in Hancock or Shelby? I assume you mean county. No. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
No sirens for Logerty. Well, remember, this is BAM tornado warning. But our meteorologists felt, and I couldn't agree more, that there was reason to issue a BAM tornado warning to alert clients that are in the path of rotation. It looks like it has improved. Still a severe thunderstorm, Matt, without a doubt. And I would expect there to be additional severe thunderstorm warnings. Really, if you're in this zone, we need to expect additional severe thunderstorm warnings, potentially even some tornado warnings as well, at least especially over the next 40 minutes. Terre Haute, you're good.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Columbus, Indiana, yes, you are in the clear. As far as I'm concerned, the severe thunderstorm has now passed to your southeast. Can you get some additional downpours and a few storms? Yes, especially over the next hour. But the tornado risk, severe risk, at this point, Columbus, Indiana, you are clear. What about Terre Haute? You are clear. Yes, Freedom, Indiana, you're good. I think it's time to do the line again, Matt.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of questions about can I go to bed?
Yep. What were we calling this earlier? The line of the sleep line or going
the sleep line.
The sleep line. All right, we're about to draw out the sleep slumber line. Yep. All right, for everybody putting cities in the comments, this is about to answer your question. I'll tell you what, let's do it this way. Let me zoom in, make sure we can get more cities. There we go, Matt. I like that a little bit better. If you are northwest of this blue line, go to bed. Some lingering storms over the next hour at most, but go ahead and go to bed. You are safe. You are good. Not seeing any tornado risks. A few stronger gusts with some of this activity towards Rushville, Connorsville, Richmond that we're watching, but not seeing anything else. The back edge has already moved through your area. If you are south of this blue line, We are continuing to watch for some scattered severe thunderstorms that are continuing to push from northwest to southeast. Taylor, I'm working on it. I do want to make the sleep line a bit lower, and it will be soon as this activity continues to push to the southeast. For those of you south of Bedford, Locust, Washington, Salem, this corridor of strong to severe thunderstorms, that is going to continue to push more to the southeast. So yes, I do think there can still be some brief spin-ups, large hail, more isolated, damaging winds of 60 miles per hour. This activity right now, as you get closer to the Indiana-Ohio border, it's not as impressive as it was. There still are some strong to severe thunderstorm risks. And if you're across portions of southwestern Ohio, of course, we're continuing to monitor a few tornado-warned storms at this point. So, yeah, at Terre Haute, it's not storming there right now. You might be seeing lightning or perhaps even hearing thunder. I bet if we were to turn on the lightning, yep. I imagine you're still hearing towards I-70. Matt, what am I? Anything I'm missing on radar?
Yeah, all types of stuff. No, I'm just right now. I'm looking at the storms north of Washington, Lagodi. There's just a few little kinks on that southern edge. There's a couple suspects, John, on the southern edge of that look interesting.
Yes. Yep.
So that's another area. Just you're just gonna have to watch the southern edge of those storms as they gradually shift south over the next couple hours.
Yep.
Just cannot rule out a tornado or two.
Yep. So yeah, these areas of rotation, intense part of the storm starting to work into Orange and Lawrence counties. So that's Bedford, Mitchell, Paoli. We'll keep an eye on that.
John, someone's asking about Hamilton, Ohio tornado update.
Yes, let's take a look.
That'd be good to.
Yep.
Since Jake does have a BAM tornado warning on that.
Hamilton is now just outside. Well, Hamilton's outside of the tornado warning, but also the area of rotation now starting to cross I-75. I want to look at that feature. Let me look at this again on velocity. Yeah, there was something interesting closer to Mason. I would say this is the main area I'm watching now, moving east across I-75, southwest of Mason, Landon, Mainville. Let's go ahead and get a timer. Let's do some timers, Matt.
Let's do that.
And let me still have
someone asked how much longer the threat for Washington, Indiana, based off the speed of the back edge. You have about an hour and 30 minutes left for your risk window.
Let's take this out to 30. Jake's keeping an eye, mentioning some activity for the Cincy warning. Latest scan looks a little bit better, which is good, but still, for those of you under that BAM tornado warning, Norwood, Marymount, let's keep an eye on that. Okay. Timing of this activity, South Lebanon, Mainville. You guys are on the edge of that BAM tornado warning around 2:10 a.m. Eastern. Let's watch this cell. It's had a history of rotation. I would imagine it put down a tornado at some point west of Hamilton, west of Millville. I have not gotten that confirmed yet, but Butlerville 2:20 a.m. Pleasant Plain 2:19. That rotation continuing to move from west to east. Stronger gusts near Norwood for sure. I do think that there is still a little bit of rotation, but it's looking much better as I scan further up into terminal. Anything new on these southern cells? BAM tornado warnings. There are, not to jinx it, Matt, but this feels like the first time in hours that we have not had a BAM tornado warning anywhere across the state of Indiana.
Well, just give Jake some time. He'll find something.
Sure. Yep. Bless you.
I didn't get another bless you.
No.
Dang it.
First time I felt bad. Second time I didn't.
Okay. Fair enough.
Alexis says activity slowing down. Yeah, Alexis, that might be where we're starting to lose a little bit of our influence of the Jets. Hard to say, but I'll keep that in mind when we do the timing. I was noticing that too. I had not measured it just yet. Still a little bit of notable activity near Jonesville and Elizabethtown. I'm watching.
I saw that. It's a weak rotation there.
Yeah.
Lagodi, you're about the same boat as Washington, about an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, we can keep an eye on the cell, Matt, by Elizabethtown, Jonesville. I don't necessarily think it warrants a warning just yet by any means, but
it's got a little hook on it, you know?
Yeah, it's starting to. Maybe it's got one last one in it.
It's definitely one to watch.
Area of interest, southeastern Bartholomew and the northern Jennings County.
Yep, that is one to watch.
Yep.
We said Jonesville a lot tonight, John.
I feel like we have. It's third or fourth time. North Vernon, given the trajectory of this cell, it's going to be close regardless of what it does. Let's go ahead, and if you're in North Vernon, let's just stay awake for a little bit longer as we watch this. It should still stay north, but
Joe, very welcome.
Absolutely, Joe. I don't know if you saw this comment, Matt, earlier from Jay Gentry. I love it. Buy the app, then go to bed. I love it.
Well, he's not wrong.
No. Yeah, we've still got a team of meteorologists still working on alerts, nowcasts, not only for just this area, but the entire country, Matt. They're on it. They've been working real hard today, trying to keep everyone safe and doing a awesome job at it.
Yes, sir. NWS Torwarn, Northeast Cincy.
Okay. Yep, that's the continuation. Not surprised. That's been the storm to watch recently.
It's been an active one around Cincy.
Those times still apply, still overlaid.
Landon, Morrow, Butlerville. Yeah, see that area rotation.
Jake's working on a new tornado warning. Yep, just issued. All right. All right, so this is northern Jennings County.
Okay.
Northern Jennings, just barely north of North Vernon, at least on the map, but still some of those suburbs for sure. Jackson, Holton, tornado warning. Go ahead and do us a favor and please seek shelter. Optimistically, this is a short-lived warning, but there is rotation that we've been tracking exiting east or exiting south of Elizabethtown, east of Jonesville. There we go. We'll go ahead and get some timing on that. We were getting closer to, it sounds like 43. So this is a BAM tornado warning that has been issued. Jackson 230, Holton 232. This line that I'm drawing, I'll zoom out in a second. That's your 2:15 a.m. line. Blue dashed line indicating where the area of strongest rotation is progressing to the east.
Amanda, I am. Isn't that crazy? I am still live.
Happy to, Samantha. Yeah, New Whiteland is in the clear. Yeah, main cell, this is the only active BAM tornado warning. Now entering northern Jennings County. You can see a little bit of a hook. Trying. Rotation.
New Whiteland, you're good.
Yep.
I feel like there was another question. Oh, Laura Wilson, thank you for the early heads up for Gosport, Steinsville area. Our house got hit and is damaged, but we are okay. We know of at least 2 friends whose houses are gone. Everyone that we know is okay, though. Well, I hate to hear that, but I'm glad you're okay, Laura. Yeah, Angelina. I don't know, do these storms eventually impact Evansville, John?
Not for a while. Let me see if we got any timing on this activity, this line.
Yeah, it'll be a minute.
Let me ask the team. They may have already timed it.
Yeah, let them know.
I
Let them come up with the answer.
New severe thunderstorm warning issued right over where the BAM tornado warning is.
I see that. I see that.
And southeastern.
Tornado detection possible with that.
Right.
So.
Yep.
And don't get me going on that.
We won't. Southern Decatur, I believe. Yep. It's okay.
Yeah. Yep, still see that area of rotation southeast of Elizabethtown, north of Vernon.
There it is. A little bit weaker, slightly. Doesn't matter though. Still treat this as tornado warning. Jackson, Holton, Osgood.
John,
Also,
I've seen a couple people in Freetown talking about damage. Was that the one that was that storm that produced the debris ball earlier in the night? I guess I don't know where Freetown's at. Where is Freetown?
Well, Jackson County, it's west of Seymour. Let me see. I think somebody was asking me about Freetown as well, and I thought they were talking about Freedom, Indiana. So I apologize. Let me pull it up. I don't know if I can get it to show up on.
Yeah, it's west of Seymour. It's okay. It was that area of strong rotation that confirmed tornado west of Seymour. Okay. Yeah, for a while that was an impressive looking storm. We were looking at that. Yeah. Unfortunately. Hope you're okay.
Okay, team's not seeing anything super impressive on this activity that's working southeast in particular. I'll circle this. Some gusty winds, perhaps. 47 miles per hour west to east. Do a quick timer. Why not? Why not, Matt?
Yeah, man. Do it.
Take it out a little bit longer.
Yeah, the area of rotation's east of Landon. It's on top of Mainville now, maybe just a smidge west. If you're there,
yeah,
may not hurt to seek shelter if you're in Mainville.
Yeah, so 3 Evansville question for timing. It would be starting to get in there around 3 a.m. Central. Some gusty winds of 40 plus can't be ruled out, but yeah, I've not seen any major concerns with that line at this point. We'll go back to our.
Still see some circulation north of North Vernon. North of North Vernon.
Yep, it's there. It's getting maybe starting to get a little bit weaker. We'll see. Doesn't matter though. Treat tornado warning. Bam, tornado warning. We have active. Remain sheltered.
Again, in between North Vernon and Westport.
Yes.
North of North Vernon, south of Westport. A lot of directions there.
Yep. Yeah, we'll go ahead and time this out. Thank you, Alexis. Yep.
Shout out to Alexis.
Yes. Jake can read the mind of the storm, but Alexis seems to be able to read our minds whenever we're like, how fast is this going? Very, very helpful. Daniel's doing a good job with that too. The whole team, of course, running on all cylinders. Here's some timing. Area of rotation. Yeah, it's weakening, which is a good sign. Regardless, still a severe thunderstorm. Jackson 227, Osgood 237. Back line. Is it Milan, Matt?
No, it's Milan.
Milan, that's right.
No, it's probably Milan.
Okay.
I have no idea.
250. Yeah, it's going to be storming in Bedford. If you're in Bedford, you're likely going to hear thunderstorms here. I'll show you the lightning. Yeah, yep, you're going to be hearing thunderstorms. I would say the tornado risk is south of Bedford at this point. I'm not really concerned about Bedford in that regard. Perhaps some stronger gusts for sure.
Yeah, John, I my gut says that too. The tornado threat should be on the southern edge of those
Yeah.
storms. So Vincennes, Washington, Lagodi, Paoli, Salem.
Yep. Now, if you're in Mitchell, stretching all the way north of Shoals towards Washington, yes, there still can be some rotation on the southern edge of the storms that we'll need to watch. But
Milan.
Milan, thank you. Ripley County, thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. We need to build a cheat sheet, Matt. What we need to do for some of these cities. Yeah, the tornado watch, I would still expect it. And there's a severe thunderstorm warning. I think they'll probably start paring that back. That is a big severe thunderstorm warning. That might be the biggest one I've seen tonight.
Yep.
And that at least is starting to move northwest to southeast. And yep, just south of Bedford. We'll get into this. So new severe thunderstorm warning, southern Indiana. Turn this off. Central Knox, Martin, Southern Lawrence, Southwestern Jackson, Davies counties, 2:45 a.m., 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Name a few cities: Washington, Montgomery, Bicknell, Plainville, obviously Mitchell, of course, Shoals. Yep.
Still rotation, John, in between North Vernon and Westport. It's not going away, is it?
Nope.
Towards Jackson, Versailles. Those would be kind of next areas this can be moving into. Versailles. I don't know. We're just gonna butcher all of the names tonight. You guys know what we're talking about. Seek shelter.
Yep. Rotation, I will say about every other frame is weakening, which is a good sign. Hopefully be a little bit optimistic of this sell over the next 10 minutes. Betty, you're absolutely right. I forgot about that.
Come on, man.
Some good
Hoosier
State basketball knowledge.
Listen.
Versailles, here we go. Yep.
Indiana is a football state now, John.
It is a football state. All right, Matt, while we're keeping an eye on rotation, I am going to try a timer. This will be interesting. Mets, if you're watching, I'm going to need your help on this one a bit. I'm going to try to do a timer for this Southern Indiana activity because we are starting to see it move a little bit southeast. I need to do it on Evansville. Matt, if you don't mind keeping an eye on that, I'll put this in our range, that North Vernon cell, while I try to time this out.
I'll keep an eye on it. I'm glad we still have the BAM tornado warning on it.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely definitely don't think we should be expiring that just yet.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's about 15 miles per hour from northwest to southeast towards Washington, Indiana. If that is to be believed.
Courtney, I needed a snack and caffeine
Days ago.
5 hours ago. I do have some peanut M&Ms, which I'll be honest is my kryptonite. I just probably should get this bag somewhere else, but they're here, so I gotta eat them.
Okay, yeah, south. Yeah, guys. I see that it's going east, southeast. I was trying to look at timing this part of it. Oh, I got 40, 44-ish. Okay, I must be really, really slow. I guess I was more north to south. All right, well, I'll come back to that.
Real quickly,
Yeah,
I still see rotation.
yeah, Jake.
It's approaching Jackson towards Versailles. Going to be close to Milan. See that, John?
Yep.
I think I pronounced all that right. Very close. Especially if you're on the south, just south of Milan, that would be where I'd be most concerned, where this rotation can track. But I think it would be a safe call if you're watching and you're in those areas. Go ahead and seek shelter. Peanut M&Ms are protein. Absolutely.
For sure. Got it. Thank you, team. Appreciate it. Okay, we got some updated timing. Let's try to draw this out, and then I want to do a timer back to that cell.
Jackson, Versailles, Milan, especially if you're just south of Milan. If you're towards Dillsboro, that would be areas where it looks like that rotation is tracking. We do have a BAM tornado warning for that. Nothing from the National Weather Service, but I see the rotation still there. I would seek shelter as John's getting a timing of this.
Yeah, I'm going to start with this, and then I'll move back to that real quick, the cell northeast of North Vernon. This is motion. The majority of these, and I'll toggle the radar, are moving from west to east. I'm starting to see a bit of a southerly tug. So confidence in this exact timing is a bit lower. I think it may be able to even speed up the further south it goes. But just to give you guys a few indications of timing.
Toby says tornado hit by my house, and we're at Logody camping, going through the storm, hoping my house is fine. Logody.
All right, we'll have to refresh. There we go.
Maria, thanks for tuning in. Sierra, yeah, it's been a crazy one.
Okay, about 48 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Toby. Yeah. That was a nasty one there. I'm glad you're okay. Or I'm glad your house is fine. I hope you're okay.
More timing on this rotation, 2:50 a.m. Eastern for Sparta. Dillsboro and Manchester, the BAM tornado warning does not include you right now, but we would be looking closer to 2:55 a.m. Delaware 2:42 a.m. Versailles 2:38, Holton 2:28.
New tornado warning from Jake on the far eastern edge of that area of storms, John.
Got it. Let's take a look. Yeah, northwest of
Bono.
Williamsburg.
Yeah, I mean, looks like some rotation.
Speed on that, yeah, that's 45 miles per hour.
Yep. Looks like heading towards Austin.
Yeah, we'll give this a little bit more timing.
Our BAM tornado warning's just west of Austin, Little York.
And keep in mind, this is the leading edge of this group of storms, so it's going to have it's not going to have any issues getting some southerly flow into it. To read out a few I'm timing out the area of rotation as it's pushing east southeast. Austin 3 a.m. Eastern, Scottsburg 3:03, Lexington 3:16 a.m. Hanover towards the river 3:23 a.m. This red dash box is the area that indicates the locations that are under the BAM tornado warning. Further east you are, you need to be aware of this cell. You are not actively at an action point where you need to do anything just yet if you're east of this white line.
Area of rotation would be on top of Jackson now.
Yes.
Jackson, Indiana.
Yeah, we're going to be switching
For
back.
sales, you're next. To pivot to the storm further to the north. Didn't want to forget.
Nope, absolutely. Hopefully these radar trends can continue. Still some rotation for sure.
Columbus, I think you're good. Do you get more rain? Maybe a thunderstorm? Looks like definitely some more rain. You may hear a rumble of thunder. But as far as tornadic activity, I think you're good. You can go to bed. Is this going to hit Medora? Looks like the rotation is going to go just south of Medora, yeah?
Yeah, I would say so. At this point, we can put velocity back on. Yeah, should stay just south. Right now, that blue dashed line, good indication of where it's going from west to the east southeast. I want to look out ahead at the environment a bit more at this. See how we're doing.
Yeah, Maddie, it looks like it's going to go just south of Medora. I don't know where you're at in relation to Medora. Maybe you're on the south side of Medora. I don't know what would technically still be called Medora. But if you're south, you may want to seek shelter.
Yeah, there's still Matt, just I don't know if you've had a chance to glance at Mezzo recently. Still good ingredients across southern Indiana.
Yep.
Based on trends and what we're seeing at this point, likely this cell that's starting to work towards or working over Jackson and by Versailles, it's continuing to push east as it gets into, for those of you, we have a few people watching in southwestern Ohio, we'll need to watch this cell, but it's going to get into an environment that's a little bit more worked over compared to the environment in southern Indiana. So that may be encouraging, but obviously we'll continue to watch this rotation. Have not received any reports from this particular cell over the past hour. We're basing these decisions off of radar indications alone and the environment that the cells are pushing in as they track from west to east.
John, I'm noting too, obviously we have a BAM warning on that leading edge now, which the rotation's just east of Bono. But some interesting velocity and reflectivities by Mitchell. And then if we look further west, just north of Lagodi, another interesting area. And then yet another notch just northeast of Washington.
Yeah, man, I see these. I would be interested to know what Tyler Riggles thinks of these. I'm starting to wonder if we're getting a little bit more into the hail as well.
Perhaps. But I'm just concerned with all these little notches on the southern edge. And like you said, looking at mesoanalysis, I mean, the environment, about 2,000 Cape, some decent spin in the atmosphere.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yep.
Still something to watch. Looks like cell getting a little bit better here by Versailles. We'll continue to monitor the next few scans.
Better as in rotation being lost?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I still see some though, unfortunately. Still see some. Aurora, Dillsboro, Rising Sun, Dearborn County still working, buildings down, trees down, trying to gain access through the area. No way a tornado didn't make its way through. They have more ahead of them. They have multiple departments out trying to get work done.
Yep. Yeah, that looked like a very nasty signature when that worked through.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep. Yeah, Austin, the sell by Versailles at the very least will still pose some strong to severe risks, pushing back into the same area.
Yeah, there's some rotation, unfortunately.
Yep.
With that, so can't give them the 100% green light yet. Although it looks like the rotation would pass just north of Dillsboro, it's making more of a line towards Sparta, in my opinion.
More than likely. Clear some of these timers. Yeah, Mitchell, Indiana, we actively have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Some rotation along the southern edge. It's going to be a very noisy next hour to potentially hour and a half for Mitchell, Indiana. Likely severe gusts of 60 and maybe even some small hail as well. I think that's going to be a continual risk for Mitchell, this stream of storms. And also it's worth pointing out as well, flash flooding risks. This stretches all the way, this band stretches all the way into Illinois. So if you've got an outdoor camp, that's definitely going to be a concern that will gradually increase as we get closer to 3 a.m. Eastern.
And I'm concerned, even right near Mitchell, I mean, there are some areas of rotation. I don't know if the team, if you're watching, if you've assessed some of those areas of rotation in that group of storms. Does look like some.
I keep losing my Slack tabs. Let me see, where am I? No, it's not going to stay north of French Lick forever. It is going to gradually drop further to the south. Based on the timing graphic I had initially and how this is looking on radar, let's start watching around 310, 315 Eastern for some of these to start pushing southeast. You're going to hear it. You're going to hear it coming. There's plenty of lightning. Yeah, Tyler, I agree. We'll continue to watch it. Tyler and I are having a discussion right now about the southern edge of these storms as to whether rotation's more prominent or if it's dealing with more hail on the southern side of the storm. Regardless, two areas that we're continuing to watch that are under active BAM tornado warnings. These two red boxes.
Yep.
For sales, watching radar signature still showing some rotation. I'm not going to say anything about that cell. Every time I try to be optimistic about it, it does something that suggests additional action. So we'll see.
Yep, it is what it is. You know,
Yep.
We see rotation still. We got a BAM tornado warning. It's on basically around top of Versailles right now. Again, heading towards Sparta. Tree blocking both lanes on 60 East near Spring Mill State Park.
Yeah, Bedford, here's what I see. And again, you're right on the edge of the severe thunderstorm warning. But keep in mind, you're going to hear it. I mean, this is one big streak. And there will, at some point, without a doubt, be a flood product in this zone because it's mainly moving at 40 miles per hour from west to east and 15 miles per hour to the south. So very slow southern extent for sure.
John, I haven't looked. I wonder if there already is the QPE versus flash flood.
I like that call. Yeah, new severe thunderstorm warning as well. Paoli, Salem, Campbellsburg, Orleans, Little York, just on the edge of that. Let me check, Matt. Getting there.
Yep, north of Lagodi.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
you can make an argument. Could have already had one.
Nope, Franklin's done, Taylor. So the only two areas we are tracking from a tornadic standpoint. Let me turn off lightning so that this can be a bit more clear. For now, are these two zones. Big severe thunderstorm warnings. Southwestern Indiana continue for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Got a new BAM tornado warning just issued. And that does include northern edge of French Lick, just on the edge of Paoli, West Baden Springs. Looks to me at this point that the road, my looking kind of scanning it, Matt, it would be, let me use a different color. This.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You can kind of see how that started to develop.
Is our tornado warning too far south?
Well, here's the other argument. There could be potentially another notch forming there in the western white circled area. Let me switch radars. So I was using Indianapolis. Difficult to say. I think both Indianapolis and Evansville has that, just the northern extent of it. Regardless, if you're on the path, this is the brand new BAM tornado warning just issued. Go ahead and seek shelter. Now currently having 3 active tornado warnings, BAM tornado warnings. Still a little bit of rotation. Sparta, you're up next. Milan from now through about 2:55. Just wanted to show that on radar. And Moores Hill. There we go. That's populating. Perfect.
Tommy Day. Am I good to go to bed in Trenton? I have no idea where that's at. No idea. Maybe you can give me a little bit more information where Trenton's at.
Yeah, I normally DocDB. I normally use it too. I'm just curious on the northern extent as well. Although the Indianapolis scan likely contaminated by some hail. Logoti, you're not quite clear from the severe thunderstorm warning threat. Probably still even a low end tornado risk persisting, although a little bit more encouraging west. Definitely still some severe wind gusts for sure. 60 miles per hour. That's likely going to maintain, I would say, that risk through at least 3:30 a.m. Start to see the backside working in towards the border.
Oh, Trenton, Ohio, says Daniel. Trenton, Ohio. I was going to say, I've never heard of a Trenton, Indiana. North of Cincy. Okay, I see it.
I think Jake expanded this tornado warning a little bit to the northeast, I believe.
Tommy, you're good. You are good to go.
Yep, Paoli, Indiana, you are under the BAM tornado warning. Right now, the area of rotation is going to be just to your north. Now we'll watch that. You are going to see 60 mile per hour wind gusts. I have no doubt about that. Likely beyond Likely be on 305, 310. This can continue to push to the southeast. Let me do this. Let me zoom out and
Thomas Porter, it's been updated. There is multiple tree on 60 East and the road is impassable in all caps. Not sure what's been updated, but
60 east. Sorry for yawning, everybody. I think it's contagious.
yep. Do we still have a BAM warning out?
This one west of Scottsburg. I just saw the comment. Yep. Let me go ahead and I can get some updated timing on that. Right. The reason I haven't done timing as much French Lick Paoli, these rotating areas are moving more west to east. They're not descending to the south. There's flash flood warning. Big flash flood warning issued.
Yes, that was needed.
Yep. Perfect. All right, Scottsburg. Scottsburg, you are currently not under any warnings. I would imagine that you are going to be under a warning at some point in the next 30 minutes. Probably severe thunderstorm, but we'll watch the leading edge of where the active BAM tornado warning is. Still getting about 45 miles per hour.
Area of rotation approaching Sparta. Just south of Milan.
Scottsburg, 3:08 a.m. Austin, 3:04. Crothersville, 3:03. Little York, 2:57. So for that couple of those questions in Scottsburg, you are going to be impacted by storms. I would expect at the very least a severe thunderstorm warning extension at some point in the next 30 minutes for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Yep, starting to get far from the radar. Let me see what KILN has.
Columbus is done.
It's up there, but yeah, still got the spin. Lawrenceburg, Greendale, you're up next. Go ahead and time out the general area. New track. We'll keep watching this cell. This is the area of rotation we've been tracking for a while. We've maintained the BAM tornado warning due to it. Lawrenceburg,
Seymour.
5.
Some rain, some storms, no tornadoes in Seymour.
Yep. Make sure I have not missed anything.
Someone just asked, what's the Scottsburg, Austin, Indiana area looking like? You just answered that question not long ago, John. So if you want to recap that.
Yeah, as I mentioned, severe storms approaching. At the very least, severe thunderstorm warning I do expect will likely encompass Scottsburg in the next 15 to 30 minutes. We're keeping an eye on a few little notches working in from west to east. I don't know if that'll necessarily warrant extension of a BAM tornado warning, but I'm really starting to see the damaging wind signal pick up. So arrival time of that first leading edge of storm will be through 8 a.m. Wow. Matt, we're BAM weather apps now, number 6.
Number 6.
Number 6.
It's awesome. That is really awesome. Again, we've got our QR code for application. In fact, what John's showing on the screen right now, the radar, the velocities, that's all in our BAM weather app. You can scan that QR code in the top left-hand corner and check it out. Location-specific alerts, nowcast, all types of really awesome intel.
Yeah, Jake, I was just noticing that. Starting to see a bit of an outflow forming. Definitely
That's good news if they're outflowing.
Yes. And that will help with the look at the coverage all of a sudden expanding in the past 10 minutes. So that's going to help bring these storms further to the south. Expect some strong storm statements and or severe thunderstorm warnings to start to be extended further to the southeast.
Maddie, I think so.
Yes, I agree. Let's see if we can get some timing on the outflow, and I can get on the southern extent. Another timing graphic.
Another question for Austin, Indiana, John. It's the hot spot.
Austin, Indiana. I don't know where that is.
You talked about it 5 million times already, John, in the past 5 minutes.
Oh, is this Scott? Oh, okay. Yep. I was thinking of Crothersville. I figured it was south. Latest on timing. Austin, 3:04 a.m. Yeah, I like that. We're going to hold with that for now. Expect gusts of 60. If you're not under an active warning, at the very least, expect gusts of 60.
Columbus, you're fine. A few rain showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. No tornado threat. I think it's safe to say you could probably go to bed in Lagodi. How about that, Seth? Or who asked that? I lost it. Toby. Toby, it's the southern edge of those, which are the most concerning, I guess you can call it. I think at this point it's just thunderstorms. Bloomington, you're good. Bedford, you're good. Mitchell, Indiana. I don't know where Mitchell, Indiana is at.
That's south of Bedford. Mitchell, Indiana, you're going to still see severe thunderstorm risks continue at least over the next hour. Tornado risk should be to your south at this point.
Yep. So if you're concerned about tornadoes, in that respect, you're good. Maybe some strong wind gusts still, some heavy rain, some thunderstorms, but tornado threat, you're good.
Okay, BAM tornado warning extended to now include just Austin specifically. So if you're in Austin, Indiana, you've been asking, that tornado warning has been extended. Brief spin up potential.
Towards Crothersville too, it looks like.
Yep, it looks like Crothersville is just north of the tornado warning.
Okay.
Yep.
So ours is just south of Crothersville.
Yep, and I'll add on to this as well. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts also going to be possible with this. So go ahead and seek shelter as this pushes to the east.
Richmond, Indiana, you're good.
See if this is updated. And this will be updating in the next 10 minutes. I just real quick want to show. Here's your observed rainfall over the past 3 hours. It's probably a lot higher where that flash flood warning is now. But quite a bit of rain.
North Vernon, you're good. Indianapolis, you're good. Paoli?
Paoli's
Not
under
completely
that
out of the woods yet.
severe thunderstorm warning. Tornado warning allowed to expire for Sparta, Dillsboro, Lawrenceburg. I think that's a great call. There still can be some broad rotation up top, but it's not moving into a favorable environment.
Brandon,
So
I did.
should be good. Mitchell, if you're in Mitchell, Indiana, I definitely think the tornado risk will be over for sure. The severe additional gusts, loud storms can continue for another hour. Flash flooding risk increasing for Mitchell.
Yep. As far as tornado risk, you're good. In Mitchell. Edinburgh, you're good.
Time this out. Met team, I am timing out using Louisville's radar.
Salem, not out of the woods yet. New Albany, not out of the woods yet. Louisville, not out of the woods yet. I mean, that area of rotation is close to Crothersville. That is, in fact, rotation. I don't know if the team's watching. Something to diagnose.
Looks like we're getting. I was just quickly.
If you're on the south side of Crothersville, you may want to seek shelter. I don't know where you're at exactly in relation to Crothersville. Looks to be like the area of rotation's kind of going closer to Austin. Seymour's fine. Seymour is fine.
Yep, it's the area to watch. Team, I'm getting 27 miles per hour northwest to southeast now since the outflow. Timing it out by Campbellsburg. If somebody doesn't mind double checking real quick before I do a timer into the rest of southern Indiana. Only ongoing BAM tornado warning we have. Still for Austin. Rotation, gusts of 60. French Lick, let's watch this for another 10 more minutes. Still severe, perfect, 30. Okay, I'm going to try to draw out a graphic. Now this can begin to speed up a bit more. Okay, they're getting a little bit faster, so we'll go 30.
Greensburg, you're good. Tornado risk for French Lick over, John?
I was telling him to watch. Let's just keep an eye on things for another 10 more minutes.
Okay. What about Caruthersville, Uniontown area? Good for bed?
Caruthersville, that area of rotation still passing just to your south. You're probably getting some good wind gusts out of it. Matt, this is my timing for the severe thunderstorm risks based on those storms that have just outflowed. If there's an area that I have confidence issues, it's locations that are southwest of this white line. I'm not sure how quickly southeast this can dive, but to read out a few timings, Henryville, 3:34 a.m. Eastern, New Albany, 4:34, Bethlehem, 3:56, Greenville, 4:08, Fordham, 4:22. Primary concern at this point would be the damaging wind gusts of 60 miles per hour. We'll watch for some brief spin-up risks, of course, as well. But the damaging wind risk, I think, will start to become more of the dominant concern as this pushes to the southeast. Let's check on that rotation by Austin and Caruthersville. Well, I will say, Austin, I'd be curious some of these questions from Austin, if any reports out of there. Definitely some wind gusts, still some rotation. That BAM tornado warning is going to remain active as the area of interest starts to cross and is crossing actively east of I-65. Again, I see some more questions. This is a timing of the southeastward extent. We're now expecting the storms to try to push more southeast. Again, Lanesville, Elizabeth, Corden, lower confidence. Confidence about a 2 out of 5 in the timing if these can actually start to get southeast that quickly. Matt, you see anything else on radar that I am
Nope.
missing? Okay.
Just that area by Austin, Caruthersville.
Guys, we're going to continue to stay live and watch this tornado warned storm by Austin and Caruthersville as it pushes to the east. That's the main area of interest from a tornadic standpoint. And then that can begin to fade. We'll start to wrap up.
John, I think I've done over 12 hours of streaming today.
I think you have. I was about to say it's 3 a.m.
Dayton. Dayton, you're good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Very welcome, James, by the way. Appreciate you. Thank you. What's the big deal, Dilly? Well, you know, Brett's going to be waking up here soon. He's probably already up.
It's probably already on the way.
He's got a heck of a drive coming in.
There we go. Big severe thunderstorm warning. It's going to include Scottsburg, Henryville, Lexington, Hanover, and Austin.
And Austin.
Tornado detection possible. Gust of 60 miles per hour. Southwestern Jefferson County, northwestern Clark, Scott County, southeastern Washington County until 3:30 a.m. Eastern. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, the primary concern with that activity. If there was an area of rotation that I would be interested in, it would still be the area by Austin at this point. Matt, I think that's really the part of the storm. Reflectivity would continue to support that.
Yep.
Okay, French Lick, Paoli, you guys have been patient. Still some strong to severe thunderstorm risks for some gusts of 50 plus that we'll need to watch. I would say the tornado risk for your areas is over at this point. There was a couple features I was watching to the west. I would say it's only going to be a strong severe thunderstorm risk.
Kayla, I think you're fine. You're good. There's some thunderstorms, maybe some strong wind gusts. Salem ain't getting SHI, says Tristan. Give it about 2 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, the southern edge is getting there a couple minutes. Paoli, you're about to get your guests as well if you haven't already.
Well, John, here's what I think we do, John. I think we start to close down the stream. If you still, are interested in us tracking it, we even after we get off the stream, we're gonna have meteorologists watching things very closely over on the BAM Weather app. And so you can scan that QR code. Even after John and I get off, we'll have our whole team of meteorologists will be watching it through 3 to 4, and then 4 a.m. comes around, 4 a.m. Eastern, and we got a new shift of meteorologists starting to start their shift. And so we have 24/7, 365 coverage always, analyzing things, looking for alerts, looking for nowcasts, etc. And so again, if you're watching this and you're still concerned, worry about the storms.
New tornado warning has been issued from the National Weather Service.
Wherefore?
That's going to be for Lancaster, Madison, and Hanover and Scottsburg.
Okay.
Large tornado warning.
So that's the tornado warning we had.
Yep. And that's going to expire in an hour. Jefferson County in south central Indiana, northern Scott, northwestern Trimble County, and central Kentucky. That goes out until 4 a.m. Eastern.
Okay.
I will go ahead and pull up our velocities. That looks a lot better over the past few scans.
Well, I guess I jinxed it, John.
Yep. I would still say where our BAM tornado warning is currently placed, that is definitely the concern. Now, what's interesting here, Matt, is the way that this warning is shifted more to the north towards Lancaster and DuPont. I'm wondering if they're starting to see this try to swing a bit more northeast.
It's hard to say. Looks like it's just kind of moving east, man.
Yeah.
personally. Smyrna, Madison, those kind of areas are in the crosshairs for that one.
Yep. Velocity
Seek
alone,
shelter.
yeah, definitely seek shelter. 60 to even some locally 70 on the leading edge of that. I'll put on radars. Again, you're in this red. I'll animate this. Red areas, those are the active tornado warnings that are in effect for your area. If you're in Scottsburg right now, I think the greater rotation risk is to your northeast. I do see why they went ahead and issued that, but you're likely getting those wind gusts right now. So can bear with us, continue to shelter in place.
I have no idea, but not much longer. Michela. Not much longer.
Yep, that's the area of interest.
Time's running out. Sirens went off in DuPont.
Okay.
Just got a warning.
Yep. Again, tornado warning includes Hanover, University, Madison, Lancaster, DuPont. If you're in DuPont, that's the very northern edge of the tornado warning. Continue to seek shelter. I'm wondering if this area of rotation continues to push more east, maybe a slight northeast turn towards Lancaster, but DuPont.
I personally think it's too far north.
Yeah, I think it
DuPont.
stays south.
Yep.
Too far north for DuPont.
Would also expect to see an additional extension of severe thunderstorm warnings, likely to include Hardinsburg, English, Marengo, this zone further to the south as well.
Love it.
That would not surprise me.
This rotation is going to pass well south of Lovett. Kendra.
Yes. Yep. Going to stay well south.
Betty, appreciate you. Betty, you've been on here for a while. You've been watching our stream for about as long as we've been on stream. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Let's do I'm going to do one more timing graphic, especially for Hanover and Madison. Let me see what we're getting on that. Get some additional timing out ahead.
Hello, South Carolina.
Yeah, we're still getting east about 40, 45. All right. All righty. I'm going to time out not only the area of rotation, but also where I'm seeing the strongest velocity to suggest some damaging winds of 60 plus. Out ahead of this. Madison, Indiana, that's 3:32 a.m. Eastern. Hanover, 3:27. Is it Saluda, 3:29? And then just close to Carrollton, 3:44. So that's again for the area of strongest rotation that we are noting on velocity and gust potential of 60 to, I would say, 70 at this point, Matt. as that's pushing to the southeast. Right now, Lancaster and DuPont, I would favor this rotation to stay to your south at this point.
Caleb, just in Seymour, just rain and storms.
Heavy rain and wind hitting Scottsburg. Thank you, Rachel. Between DuPont and Madison. I would say rotation is going to be close to you. I think it's trying to steer a little bit south of there, right between there and Hanover. Still expect definitely some 60+ mile per hour wind gusts. Go ahead and continue to shelter in place. Ronald, not yet. It's still about 35 minutes out. You're not under any active warnings. This is a storm, though, you need to watch as it approaches. I would expect at the very least a severe thunderstorm warning to get extended further into Kentucky, without a doubt. I don't think this is going to weaken in 30 minutes to that point.
How is Vienna under Scottsburg? We got a tornado warning. I guess I don't understand the question.
Vienna is not under a tornado warning right now for Scottsburg. New severe thunderstorm warning. Yep, that's where I figured. We'll come back to the tornado warning in just a second. I want to emphasize this potential for 60 mile per hour wind gusts. North central Harrison County, northeastern Crawford County, northwestern Floyd, central Orange, and southwestern Washington until 3:45. Severe thunderstorms capable of 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So there it is, the leading edge. Starting to see more of a damaging wind risk evolving. Still a good rotation there for sure, Matt, northwest of Hanover, and definitely some 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. A message from Brett Waltz, who is driving here now. He said he just drove through, and 10 out of 10 would not recommend.
Okay.
Copy that.
Roger that.
All right, AM crew on the way, Matt.
Yep. Caleb, have a good night.
Hanover right now is looking at 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts based on radar estimates and rotation, continuing to strengthen. Right now, the area of strongest rotation, and we'll need to keep a close eye on this.
Yep, heading towards Smyrna, north side Madison.
Yep, that's where I would put it as well. That's where I was drawing my 2 bounds.
Mitchell, yep, just some rainstorms.
Yep.
A few gusty winds.
I don't see anything new. Scottsburg should be good at this point. Yeah, tornado warning no longer includes Scottsburg. No longer includes Austin. Scottsburg, Austin's going to be loud. Maybe you have some additional stronger gusts, but the tornado threat is over at this point.
Grant Clark, can I get an update on Winter, Indiana area? Really want to go to bed. I have zero idea where that's at.
Yes, I'm gonna I'll put another timer out for this.
Yeah, Austin, Indiana, just rain and storms. If you can sleep through rain and storms, go to bed. No tornado threat. Very welcome, Jared. Bedford, just a few rain and storms. You're fine, Kayla.
Yeah, we can see this better in yellow. This is updated timing.
Doggy VR. Good night. Thank you. Sorry,
This
John.
is no, you're good. This is the leading edge of not only the area. I'm timing this a little bit out ahead of the rotation, emphasizing where we can see some gusts leading up to this. So Madison, that is about 10 minutes out, 3:30 a.m. Eastern. Hanover, this will be over in about 5 minutes. And this is the back edge. Getting really drawing 2 out of 5. This back edge, this would represent the 3:50 a.m. Eastern. 3:50 a.m. Eastern. If you're east of this and watching Sanders, Worthville, Campbellsburg, yes, I anticipate additional extensions of at the very least severe thunderstorm warnings, without a doubt. I definitely see that at this point. Got a new radar update. Yeah, definitely continuing to see 60 plus.
Yeah, the rotation's passing south of DuPont.
Yep, and they just confirmed the tornado.
Okay.
Matt,
Confirmed tornado.
Yep, confirmed tornado would be based on this signature. And that's going to head right between Hanover. That's heading for Madison. Again, Madison, Indiana, 3:30 a.m. is when I think the gusts can arrive. It would be likely closer to 3:38, 3:40 for that rotation. Doesn't matter. Treat it as 3:30. Go ahead and get in shelter if you haven't already. Confirmed tornado. Confirmed tornado. No longer just what the radar says. Seek shelter if you're in the path of the storm. So somebody
For
reach out.
sales,
Yep.
you're good. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Cody.
Getting some quicker radar scans.
Yep. If you're in Madison, Smyrna, need to be in shelter.
Yep. Same with Hanover as well. Those gusts are looking nasty. This is the area of rotation that we're tracking.
Indianapolis watch, I have no idea where you're at.
South Central Kentucky tonight, meaning meaning Thursday night.
Kaylee, the rotation's passing to your south.
DuPont, rotation to your south. Austin, you're clear. Yep, still seeing that. A little bit of a CC drop there. Confirmed tornado. Approaching the river.
Yep. Concerning from Madison. It's veering right into Madison.
Yes, and the wind profile associated with it. Wow. Yeah, Hanover, Madison, Milton, all need to be in shelter right now.
Yep, absolutely.
This remains our only storm that we're tracking right now with tornadic behavior. Again, confirmed tornado.
Ronald, if you're in Madison, Smyrna, you need to already be in shelter.
Ronald, you're in if I remember correctly, Carrollton. Yeah, you're in Carrollton, Kentucky. You've got a little bit of time. That likely won't start getting there. I'm gonna do a new timer right now for it. But yes, I would expect you will need to seek shelter as this approaches, even if it just ends up being wind. This is confirmed tornado. I don't think this weakens by the time it gets there. Team, can I get some updated? Oh, it looks like they just read my mind. What's that nowcast for? Yep. Okay. 45 miles per hour. Good. That's what I've been using. Okay.
Good.
I'm still going to time out the wind field as well. Wake people up. If you got family or friends in the path of the storm, it's approaching Madison. Still holding at 3:30. Carrollton, 3:47 a.m. Eastern. 3:47 a.m. Eastern.
Rotation south of DuPont.
In shelter, can hear debris hitting house. Remind me where you are at again, please. Stay safe.
Yeah, Madison, Brooksburg, Carrollton.
Hanover area of rotation is passing right now.
Hanover. Yes, the area of rotation is passing south of DuPont. I know you're in a tornado warning. We've got a lot of questions from folks in DuPont, but the area of rotation and concern is passing south. Milton, Kentucky, I don't know where that's at, John.
Right across the bridge. Seek shelter. Yep, you're 3:30. Yeah, it's on top. You're going to start hearing those winds here in the next 5 minutes out ahead of the strongest part of the rotation, which is now just getting, based on this radar scan, yeah, just north of Hanover.
Yep, you need to be in shelter if you're in Milton.
Yep. Yeah, I would expect tornado warning to be extended into northern Kentucky as well, further Carrollton, very shortly. Yeah, 347, 355. We'll circle the area. Had a report from a couple people. Where is it in Hanover? Just to the north. Based on this velocity scan, it would be just south of the Madison Municipal Airport, approaching Cliffy Drive. It's probably already crossing Cliffy Drive right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, still see it. A little bit on correlation coefficient.
Still see some rotation showing up on velocity. So
Yes,
regardless
absolutely.
if it shows up on CC or not, need to be in shelter. Yeah, Smyrna, that's the area of rotation's just as we speak, passing to your east.
Mhm.
So again, if you're on the east side of it, of Smyrna, it's probably on you now. If you're on the west side, starting to exit east.
Yep. Team, if any of you guys are watching, I realize we're far from the radar. We might need to consider extending some type of warning product further to the southeast. This thing's going to be through Madison in the next 10 minutes.
Yep.
Not seeing anything
I agree,
else.
John.
Yeah. As
I
it
agree.
starts approaching the I-71 corridor. It is just starting to impact Madison now. So yes, it has passed Hanover. Still can be some residual winds behind. Stay in shelter as long as that warning remains in effect.
Appreciate you, Spencer. Yep. I'm pushing hour 12 right now. Consecutive. I took about a half-hour break there. Jake's on it, looks like.
Okay. Yep, new
you,
tornado
Jake.
warning. Yep. Hanover, Lancaster, you're good. Smyrna, I can't remember how you were pronouncing that earlier, Matt. You are these cities. The cities I'm circling now in green. You are all clear. Okay, there's the tornado warning. A whale-shaped tornado warning.
That's interesting.
I don't know why. So yeah, no comment. Tornado warning now includes Carrollton, Ghent, some additional locations along the Ohio River. Also continuing to see gusts, even though we're getting further from the radar, of 60 plus. And based on some reports that we've been seeing, not surprised. Hanover, you are clear now. Hanover, you are clear of the main area of rotation and or confirmed tornado. We're going to time this out about 60 minutes. Jake's on hour 21, still getting out the tornado warnings. Okay, 45. All right, Sanders 401 Eastern, Glencoe 409 Eastern, Dry Ridge 426, Patriot 410, Carrollton 344. Ronald, make sure you're in shelter. Rachel, thank you for the report. That does, unfortunately, that does not surprise me with that storm that went through. Yeah, thank you, Daniel. Yeah, we're waiting to see if there's any gust reports from Madison Municipal. Okay, 2 new issuances. A confirmed tornado warning issued now east of Madison, filling in this radar gap that they had just to the east of Madison. Let me turn off the timings.
Confirmed.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's bridging the gap. This is now working over Madison now. And then very large severe thunderstorm warning now includes Sellersburg, New Albany, Louisville, and then LaGrange, Kentucky, Crestwood, Newcastle, Kentucky, Campbellsburg.
Be on the east side of Madison,
Yep.
Morgan.
60-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
Or Addison. Smyrna, yes, it's off to your east now. Could still be some strong winds.
Mm-hmm.
Paoli, just a heavy thunderstorm. Without pure confirmation, Matthew, it's a confirmed tornado. So at this point, we just have to assume it is.
Mm-hmm. Does look like, based on velocity, it looks like here for a bit it's going to parallel the Ohio River as it moves to the east. Looks like it's just exiting Madison now, based on the latest scan that's about to come in. It's exiting, Matthew, it's exiting Madison at this point. Shepherdsville. I saw that question asked a couple times, Matt. I don't know if you got that or not.
Shepherdsville. I don't know where that's at. To be honest, we get into an area where
I know it's Kentucky. I can't remember exactly where. That's way to the south of Louisville. See if I can get this. I'm more concerned for Shepherdsville about the damaging wind potential. And the storms have quite a bit of a ways to go. I'm not concerned about tornadoes at this point that far south. I think your tornado risks are going to be confined to this part of the line that's pushing to the east. Guys, regardless of the status of this tornado, whether it's confirmed, whether it's not, whether there's a couplet, there are still, I would say, some good indications that there can be severe wind gusts ahead of this of 60 plus. So that's now starting to work. The outer edge of that is working into Carrollton now.
Yeah, the fact that they just did the confirmed tornado out ahead of it, you just have to treat it with utmost caution.
Absolutely. Yes, go to sleep in Scottsburg. I will do a zoom out. Real quickly, for those of you watching. Still some activity in Southern Ohio. This is the northern extent of the storms. So if you're north of this blue line, you still might hear some thunder, but that's likely going to be the end of the majority of the thunderstorm risks. Still going to be dealing with some storms across Salem, Paoli, Lexington. But if you're in Salem, Scottsburg, Crawfordsville, Paoli, I would say the severe risks are rapidly decreasing. They're over. I would treat them as being over for now. For this particular wave this morning. Madison, the storm has pushed to the east.
Some strong wind gusts still.
Strong wind gusts, yep. Strongest area of rotation has now crossed into Kentucky. Looks like it just crossed the Ohio River.
Scottsburg's good.
Scottsburg is good. Scottsburg is good. Deputy. One got me.
Yeah.
Indiana, Jefferson County. South of Paris Crossing, northeast. Yeah, Deputy is good. Yep, that's northeast of Scottsburg. Deputy, you are good.
Kristen, no idea where you're at. Is Vive good? No, you need to be in shelter.
Nope. Stay in shelter. Ronald, if you're still with us, the area of strong rotation is going to be very close to Carrollton. In addition to those 60-mile-per-hour gusts, keep staying in shelter. Scottsburg is clear. Scottsburg is clear. You're safe to go to bed. Might hear some storms, but you're good to go to bed. I don't know what that is. But
John, don't even. Yeah,
I'm gonna hide that comment.
Yeah, it's not to you yet in Vive. It's on your doorstep. West to east. Overall clusters drifting south and east, but that particular area on the eastern edge is moving almost due west-east. Rotation has shifted east to Madison. Should be in the clear.
I do not see anything in Austin. I don't know why they're Austin, Indiana. I don't know why there are any sirens going off.
Yep, no idea. There shouldn't be.
These red and pink areas are the only active tornado warnings we have at this point for this particular region that we're watching. Now, Milton, Madison, Hanover, you guys are good. Rotation has moved to east, some stronger gusts. Carrollton, I think it's Saunders. I don't think it's Sanders. I think it's Saunders. So I don't know. Worthville, Warsaw, Kentucky, and Pleasant. If you're in Pleasant, Indiana, the rotation is going to stay to your south. Steven, that's just a guy being an idiot on here. You are all good in Scottsburg. No idea what he's saying.
Yep, it's east of Madison now. Looking
Yep.
up. Nope, Tay. Maybe you heard police sirens.
See if I've got any other reports that have come in.
Sanders, John, not Saunders.
Sanders, sand from the beach. There we go. Thank you, everybody.
Julie, it's east of Madison. We are talking about it.
East of Madison.
It's heading towards Carrollton and Viva.
Yep, Madison is good. Team is in the process of expiring the tornado warning for Madison, Indiana, as there is no longer any type of rotation.
Is Carrollton okay? You need to be in shelter.
Yep, please stay in shelter if you're in Carrollton. This look like it might be trying to, cycle a bit. If you're in these red areas right now, these are the active tornado warnings that we're tracking. Up next, Glencoe, Warsaw, Kentucky, Patriot, and that I-75 corridor is what's next. Active severe thunderstorm warnings on the southern extent include downtown Louisville, Crestwood, LaGrange, Kentucky, Newcastle, Kentucky, Georgetown, Lanesville, Corydon, for gusts of 60. Florence is going to be fine. Florence, Kentucky is going to be fine.
Carrollton, Vive, Sanders, Glencoe, Warsaw.
Yep, Michelle, Louisville's just severe thunderstorm warning.
For now.
East Enterprise.
Don't have any confirmation, Jay. There were some confirmed tornado warnings earlier.
I do not know where that is. Nothing's coming up.
Appreciate you, Kristen. John, I think we start to wrap it up here.
Yep.
Just because John and I are about ready to hop off here. Again, in our BAM Weather app, you can scan the QR code in the top left-hand corner. We're still going to track this. Even as we get off, we're still going to be sending updates to our clients, etc. even as we get off. But we do have a new shift starting to come in. So we'll be passing the baton, so to speak, and the folks over on our app will be updating things as necessary. Very good, Leo.
Area of tornado warnings pushing to the east. We'll stay south of Florence, south of Cincinnati. So we'll be approaching the I-75 corridor. Again, as Matt said, we'll be watching that for Nowcast, BAM Weather app. Severe thunderstorm warnings downtown Louisville. Extreme southeastern Indiana for 60-mile-per-hour gusts. And some continuations of storms from west to east.
Some flooding threats, I'd say.
Absolutely.
Milton, the rotation's tier east.
Yep.
So, all right. We're going to sign off. Appreciate everyone joining us tonight. It's been a late one, been a long one for us. We started this particular stream, I think. Well, we took a little break there, John, for by about half hour or so. But essentially from 4 p.m. to almost 4 a.m. We almost did 12 hours straight. So again, we'll continue to keep folks updated on the BAM Weather app. Subscribe, all of that helps us for those on YouTube. But until the next time, we'll be chatting. So any last comments, John?
No, not at this point. Thank you all for being with us, and I hope we don't have a lot of damage when we wake up. If you have pictures, send them into media@bamwx.com, and stay safe out there if you're still in the path of these storms.
All right, guys. Appreciate you all. Have a good one.
Thank you all. Good night.